welcome back to League Lads.
I don't know what he was doing.
I don't know what it was.
Welcome back to League
You know,
Lads.
we told him, we're like, "Tim, that white boy has no spice." He's like, "Let me give you some spice, brother."
What a goated lineup. Just stop and appreciate this goated lineup. You got the one and only, the part-timer, the casual employee, Suey.
Fucking been digging trenches and shit all year. The bloke comes, puts a tap in. Hey, he's not a plumber anymore. Oh,
And
welcome
yours
back.
truly, Hectic Fred, take it
Hell
away,
yeah,
boys.
we got the outdoor shower installer with no water pressure.
Bro,
Everybody
bro,
was whinging about that.
Can I just
video.
say something quickly? I have a lot to take it off my chest, right? You know my brother Omar, right? My brother Omar comes into the room the other day. He's like, "We fuck all these books on TikTok, bro. I don't want to punch." I'm like, "Whoa, I don't understand what you're saying." Because I forget that I post plumbing content. You know? I just fucking post it. I don't even go on it. My brother Omar's like, "Bro, I want to start punching off these books. Why are they talking shit, this, that?" I'm like, "Relax, bro. It's all right."
It's social media, right?
Social media, calm down, bro. But yeah, everyone is very upset about the water pressure.
Because I've been sending this like plumbing videos like all week. Like all
weirdo,
these
bro.
fucking weird plumbing videos, but they're
How
so
to
good.
plumb.
They're so good, but
They are.
No, they're like
BT
these meme
plumbing.
ones, bro. Yeah,
BT plumbing
yeah.
is literally like, if Fred was a plumber, that's his content.
funny.
Have you seen it? He just yells,
I gotta check it
"Oh, look at my," he's just using his shit, bro. You know.
the fuck out of this place.
And
Anyway.
we got the other part timer.
Yeah, we got Uncle T.
Oh, yeah, I am a
He's actually the part timer.
Like you accusing of someone else of being a part timer is crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy work.
What do you mean, bro?
It's crazy work.
Deflect.
Yeah. No accountability, bro. Are you sure you're not a woman? No, I'm joking. There's
Are
nothing.
you sure you want to go there?
Listen, I can say. Yeah, I've had enough.
I've never seen Fred.
I've had
fucking
enough misogyny in
Hey.
1 week, bro.
On that comment, we shouldn't have a podcast with logic. But anyways.
Anyway, boys, it's good to be back.
Stop. No, stop.
No, they
Cut the
said.
lights, cut the
I saw. You know
End the
those-
stream blood,
you know
end the
those-
stream
you know
blood.
those, like 100 men. You know those 100 men versus one
the
gorilla.
gorilla.
I saw one. It was like 100 women versus accountability. So it's just a good meme, bro.
Anyway,
What's wrong with that?
let's get off the topic, Fred.
Deflect.
Right. Anyway, it's good to be back, boys. I actually missed you.
What a weird start to the show.
Yeah.
Just like we had a weird game this week. You know
We
what
did
I
have a
mean?
weird game. It's good to be back, boys. As you know, last week I was off. I was getting married. You know what I mean? I was doing
Congrats.
doing what we got to do. Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone that commented and sent me a message. Well, I appreciate you all.
Anything to not do league, lads. All good, bro.
Yeah. Nah. I've actually been, bro.
I'd
not
be
come
on, I'd
for
be
me.
on League Lads. If I got married, I'd be on League Lads the next day, brother.
Yeah.
Screw
So
the
his
honeymoon.
missus do not come for me for that comment.
Listen, man. I'm
that-
just doing what a man has to do, bro. You know what I mean?
Man has to be
Sometimes
on
you
League
gotta take it
Lads,
back. You
brother.
gotta take it back. You gotta take a step back and just admire what you got, brother. You gotta
You're
respect
not
what
Luka
you got.
Doncic, mate. You should
I am
be
not.
here on set,
James
mate,
Harden.
recording, mate. You know what I mean? Front and center, brother.
I'm getting in trouble now for not being on my show that I'm on 7,000.
No excuses, mate.
Anyway,
Finish your food.
I told you to cut your sideburns. Who fucking didn't can put that today about Jake Turpin?
Jake Terps.
I was like, oh, bro.
What a trim.
Jake,
what a trim.
That's a
Jake
bad trim.
Turpin.
That's a
time.
trim of the year contender.
Honestly, another thing that really I enjoyed this week was the Hello Sports boys getting Andrew Johns on. That like I know like off topic really,
3 goats.
but that is fucking crazy work because we always watch Joey Johns like on 9 and that, and I know he's not fully professional. Like it's Joey Johns. He's not really like suit and tie and this and that. But it's good to see him just hanging out with the boys, having a couple yarns.
Yeah.
You're
Does
gonna
he
be on
live
Hello
up that way?
Sports. What is it?
Does he live up that way?
I don't think so.
I don't know, but he basically saw the clip where they were talking about him taming a stadium, being the first man to tame a
Bro,
stadium.
the way
the guy was dying laughing, and then next thing you know,
It was on Channel 9, bro. It was like they actually
Yeah.
put it on Channel 9. They
yeah,
previewed it.
next thing you know, he's doing a podcast with them. First podcast really he's ever done. The goat doesn't do podcasts.
He doesn't need to.
Well, he did the podcast with the goats.
So I
Why
respect
did I
that. I
sound
love
Islander?
it.
I don't know.
I don't know,
but
G.
but
I like
AG.
it. I like it.
The goat doesn't do podcasts, AG.
That was some good stuff to watch. I haven't finished it. I'm gonna probably finish on the way home. But bro, good shit, man. Good stuff. Good
Man,
stuff. This week.
it was a very weird week in rugby league, man. Yeah, a couple of odd games.
You know what I'm upset about, Fred?
What?
I know we're gonna speak about Origin at the end, but I'm upset about this fucking Origin this year, bro.
Why?
Like I just want to hear. I want some problems, bro. I want dramas.
Well, we've had problems and
We haven't.
dramas all game 2, cuz. They literally dropped. Like,
no.
they're in
I
turmoil.
want dramas. Like I want player to player dramas, cuz.
Cuz that
And I
doesn't
seen
happen
JC.
anymore.
I seen JC speaking about it, and we've spoken about it every year. We've done the podcast. Every time Origin comes, we're like, Why isn't there like a draft, like not a draft system? Why isn't there like an announcement? Why isn't there like a biff? Why isn't like KO or fucking
We didn't
NRL?
have one. They just refused. Queensland ran away from the beef. That's why there was no beef.
What, the Spencer?
They
No,
ran
no,
away from it.
I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about the NRL doing
But
shit
they-
before the game.
Yeah,
bro.
all right. They want to. You got to hype it up a bit.
Hype it
more.
up.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
Mate,
guys? I forgot. Wallah, you know, if it wasn't for you telling this guy's like, oh, on Wednesday I'll be thing. I'm like, what the fuck's Wednesday? Why you go on Hello Sports Wednesday? It's usually like a watch along when you go on. And I'm like, oh, it's Origin this week. Like, I don't even know, bro.
Nah, I think that's just you, bro.
Nah, I knew, but as in, like, it didn't even feel like it was Origin,
It's just
bro.
him, mate. Yeah,
I mean,
TK
yeah.
gave us the uncle head nod, mate.
I mean, I've lost my
I
mind
think
a
it's
bit,
just
but
you, brother.
nah.
You just
It
been
needs more
installing
hype.
too many outdoor
It-
showers, bro.
It needs more hype, bro. Anyway, boys, we're here to speak about rugby league, right? So first thing we're gonna talk about is Kyle Flanagan
And the
and
Dragons.
the Dragons.
We're starting with that, are we?
You know what? I want to tell you something before we start.
You know,
I was here the
I
other
just
day.
They blew another lead.
I was here the other day when JC was recording, right? I was downstairs working, and all I could hear him raging. And as soon as I watched the Dragons game, they were up at the Dragons. What was 18-0? Like you said, they blew a lead.
Yeah.
18.
18.
From minute 15 to minute 40, world beaters.
Unbelievable. I was
What
like,
beat
wow, JC's got nothing to rage about this week. Fuck, you know?
I picked 2 players straight away during that period. I'm like, if JC's watching this, oh my
And
God.
he is.
I
He's
was like,
going to
if he's
lose
watching
it.
this. Kyle lost the ball on 5th twice in that game.
Oh.
He was tackled on 5th twice that game. I was like, oh my days.
Because I start to feel sorry for Kyle. Wallah, I feel bad for him, bro, because obviously everyone's just going to blame him. And a lot of the reason you blame the Dragons being shit is him, because you don't have a good fucking halfback. What's going to happen to you?
Look, I'm not going
So
to
give me,
blame
I
him.
want your take. I want to hear, like, I want you to vent Dragons now. You used to vent United. I want to vent Dragons now.
Venting was last week.
Yeah.
This is like,
I'm
he's
here now,
happy
but-
with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, at the end of the day, it's not fair to blame Kyle Flanagan, right? Because
Yes, it
I've
is.
no. I've seen situations like this where I support a team and the players getting constantly picked. There's a point where you got to stop looking at the player. He's gonna come out and play every week. Doesn't matter, right? The responsibility falls on the coach, it falls on the manager. And I think the issue isn't Kyle Flanagan himself. I think the issue is the fact that when Kyle Flanagan and Ilias were playing together, when Ilias got dropped, either of them could have been dropped to that period, right? Ilias got dropped. We've won 7 on the trot in New South Wales Cup, right? Those 2, Glover and Ilias, they're just putting on clinics. So as a Dragons fan, you look at it and you go, that's what's happening. We're barely winning games with Kyle Flanagan. He's got 1 try assist in the last God knows how many weeks, right? Like, where's the equality in the point of we saw Ilias be the scapegoat for a period of time and he got dropped. Now the other half's going to get dropped because I don't think there's a single Dragons fan that wants King Todd get dropped. Like, I don't. I can't find another Dragons fan that because he's trying things.
He just started, yeah? Like,
He's
he just
a
had a
kid,
crack.
He's having a crack. He's trying to do variations in the way he plays. Yeah, okay, look at the try. Was it Katoa? Did Katoa score that last try?
Probably, yeah, I think so.
I can't remember if it was Katoa that scored I think it was Katoa.
I think it
where he
was.
scooped it from the
Yeah,
ground.
that was actually insane.
Yeah, right? Like, if Katoa knocks that on or is just a little bit earlier, King Lycan gets there a little bit quicker, like, he picks the ball up and he goes and we score, right? He's trying things. There's variations. So you can't get too upset about that. But it's just, we know what we're getting with Kyle. And I say Kyle is the most safe player.
Literally,
He's the most safe player.
Like, he's so safe that he's not safe. Like that's how I watch him. And even at the Bulldogs, I watched him like that, bro. Like, when he kicked the ball, it was like he wasn't kicking the ball.
He's so safe. And like, people talk about like, oh, we've lost 3 games by 1 point. Oh, we've lost all these golden points. One of the big reasons why we've lost golden point the way we have is because we're safe. When you play golden point, you play a bit of a different footy to when you're playing during the regular game, right? You can't kick for field position in golden point, in my opinion. You just got to go for it, right? So when you put a bomb, put a big swirly up there. If it goes out for 7, unlucky.
It is what it is. You try.
If the fullback drops it, great.
Yeah, 100%.
That's how you get field position. You got to force an error. Problem is, when we play golden point, we kick. It's a ball that comes. The fullback kicks it. 1 and 2, and that doesn't work because we have no kick pressure.
No chasers.
Right? We have no chasers.
No line speed.
We got no line speed. So then when you play safe off the back of that, how are we going to win games?
Yeah,
Tell me, how are we going to win games? Our line speed, I've been watching it so intently. It's getting worse every week. It's getting
No, it can't get worse because there's 0. Like, you can't go to negatives. Like, the
It
only way
It
you can
is.
have worse line speed is if they ran backwards when they.
It looks like
you
it
know what I mean?
sometimes. It actually
But
looks like it.
When the young boys come on, there's line speed.
Yeah.
When you have Couchman on and when you have Egan on,
There's urgency,
and
there's
and
something.
There's Hamish Stewart's on. and fucking they work hard.
Yeah, because it's
they're
like having
hungry.
the apprentice and tell him, go get my tools from the car.
You're gonna go get him.
His first 3 years, the kid's legging it.
For
For
a
the
few-
time he's a tradesman, he'll tell you,
The
hey,
cigarette's in
hey,
his mouth, brother. What do you mean, cuz?
Hey, relax. We'll get the job done today.
But they're your best players.
Sounds
in
like
my
me.
opinion. Because they're your best players, in my opinion, honestly. And I think the biggest problem on this team is Kyle Flanagan. Because this team has no weapons, no strike.
Nothing.
It's just got nothing. I'm not scared of them. If I'm defending, I'm not scared of them one bit. I'm maybe scared of Suey and like maybe I'm running a bit of shape with Tyrell Sloan and Gutterson and everything like this. I'm scared of that. And that's about it. Because this team just has nothing.
But
And their halves.
why are you scared
And
of
Kyle
that?
Flanagan, mate, if you ask him to draw a rainbow, he'll draw it in black and white because he's got zero creativity, bro.
Oh my days.
This brother is there's artists and there's Kyle Flanagan, complete opposite of the spectrum, mate. Picasso, Van Gogh,
But that's safe
Jonathan-
because it'll have
Jonathan
7 lines in it.
Thurston.
Yeah, it's a rainbow.
Jonathan Thurston, Benji Marshall, artists, and then you have Kyle Flanagan, Drew Hutchison, and like a guy that's colorblind, bro. That's it, mate. It's
That's crazy shit, bro.
That's that simple,
And
mate.
I think that there are teams where he could potentially be an okay player.
No, I don't know.
But
Honestly,
he can't,
I
he
don't
can't
think
be the main man. And when I say okay player, I'm not saying you come in and play halfback. I'm not even talking that. I'm talking
Off the bench,
a
just bring him
variation to his position where he's
Hooker.
doing something. Where he comes in and you just think in the game you need someone to come on and be safe.
Man,
That is what he is.
He
He's
was
safe.
an okay player at the Roosters.
Sign
right?
Watara Endo then if you fucking want just safety,
Well,
man.
no,
Just close out a game.
he's
Sign Endo from
Cuz,
fucking.
he's John Obi Mikel.
It just comes
He's
on.
John Obi Mikel.
The game's over.
Cuz he's
He's
John
safe,
Obi
he's
Mikel.
safe. And-
But he's not going to generate anything. He's just going to do his job. And the Dragons need halves that can do more than their job.
Even the
That's why
recruitment,
when
bro.
I see everybody saying drop him for Lachlan Ilias, that's
Same
like
thing.
that's like dropping a Toyota Yaris for a bloody Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
Hey,
Echo,
but-
Echo,
hey,
Echo.
Yeah, Mitsubishi Echo, bro.
Hey, Corolla's alright. I mean,
Haz, you're
Yeah,
getting a
but-
car that does its job
But
for
Fred-
another car that does its job.
Fred, I don't think the point now is dropping for Ilias because we think. Well, I think there might be some evidence to say maybe Ilias does better, but I think it's more so dropping for Ilias just because people want him dropped. Like
Yeah.
apply the same principles. Like
That-
Charles Sloan's been in and out of the team.
I'm about
like,
to rant.
right-
I'm about to rant about that.
Before you
too,
get
bro.
on
Charles
that.
Sloan is in and out of the team on a weekly basis. There's been so many of our back rowers, not back rowers, our back line has been just interchanging,
swap, yeah.
right? Whether it's injuries, form, like they've just been interchanging players in that starting, like that back five. Like it's just now just about being fair and equal. I think that's all it is.
but you know what? Tell you, even like recruitment, yeah? Like there's two things I want to speak of the Dragons. The recruitment, like even when you signed those players, I was like, like, come on, like I'm not worried. Valentine Holmes is done. Like he can still be good in games here and there, but come on. Gufferson is the safest fullback I've ever watched in my life.
But we need it. We need
No,
it.
you need that.
In-
But
in-
as
in
in like
Gatto, I think
Cook.
Kato, we need
I don't
it.
understand
Cook
these
doesn't
things.
make sense.
I don't know him, and I get Holmes because you needed a decent, whatever it is, or whatever position he plays. But come on, like even as if I was a Dragons fan, I would just be like, fuck man, fuck this shit, bro. Like come on, bro. And like it's annoying.
But with that being said, man, I think this is where it gets more frustrating. The competition is so close this season.
Yeah, of
like
course.
it's so close. If you can string 3 wins in a row, like you're in the top 8, right? Like that's how close it is at the moment. Even not even 3. Let's say 2.
Dude, if you're 500, like if you're winning half your games, then you're
Top
in
8.
6th.
Yeah.
Because that's where the Dolphins are right now, 7-7. If South had won yesterday, they'd be 7-7 and in sixth place, right? Or
Fuck.
Like
seventh
the comp
place.
is not the
But
4
instead-
teams at the top. They're starting to run a little
Yeah,
bit.
but when you
because
watch
of the best
games,
of
you're
buffer.
like I know the ladder is the ladder, but you watch games, you're like, fuck me, bro. What the hell what's happening? Like, everyone just played that first half. I was like, oh, not bad, you know.
I never thought
But,
you
but
were winning that
I
game.
never thought we were winning that.
No,
game.
but as in like I had no guess for who was gonna win, right? So obviously, you look at the Sharks; they're a better team, but I'm like, oh, yeah, not bad. What the fuck?
But we're good at wrestle momentum at all in the
At
second
all,
half. In
at
that
all.
second- And I always say to wrestle momentum, you need to force the issue, and you force the issue in D. So whether you
You gotta be
force it to-
intense, bro.
and that's the
Though,
thing.
like- it was like they
You
were just
force
like,
it
oh,
in D.
yeah.
Like you guys, the dogs, right? Like you guys have a lot of errors in your game. If you look at your game across 80 minutes, and I can take many games this season where I can go, you've got errors, but you force issues, right?
We'll make it up.
You force issues in defense. You force issues in attack by asking questions of the other team. You force issues in your line speed by if the team's coming off their 10, it's not easy. Like, although you have mistakes in your game, you make the other team make more errors. You got to force things.
You bring
and
the
we don't
ball
do
out,
that.
yeah.
You're too safe in defense, bro. Like, you don't exert a lot of energy in defense.
Which is
like compared to other
worrying.
teams.
Which is
bad.
worrying.
And the only guys that do exert their energy in defense is the young players. Because
Young players are
hungry.
gutto.
Yeah.
And this is the thing I used to say, like, because everyone used to always go, like, yeah, Sloan needs to work on his defense. And I'm like, I have a real problem and real issue with people calling out Sloan for his defense. I'm like, yes, his defense is not good. Yes, he has to work on his defense. But why is the fullback the one that has to work on his defense? That says a lot about the line in front of him if he's the one that has to consistently work on his defense. Because 9 out of 10 times,
he's the last
getting
man
to the tackle. He's the last man.
It's like blaming the goalie.
So why does he have to work on his defense when the rest of the defensive structure in front of him is falling apart and it's on him to force to tackle people that are bigger than him and do all of this?
You know what I don't get too? Like, I don't know how people talk about, like, even as a Bulldogs fan, right? My mates told me, cause but Connor Tracy 1-on-1. Cause in a 1-on-1 situation, you're tackling someone. You're not gonna fucking always win.
And you're
only
in
fullback.
one-on-ones, you're reading the other player. You're not
I've watched
making
two
a
fullbacks.
tackle. You have to read the play before you make the tackle.
I've watched 2 fullbacks, like, when it's 1-on-1, I'm like, ooh, they might have a chance here. It's usually, it's like 1-on-1 of a goalkeeper. You have a big chance of scoring the goal. Fucking Tedesco and Billy Slater, they're the 2 cunts I watch. I'm like, you know what? Fuck, might happen, something might happen. Oh, what the fuck, you gonna complain about Torres Sun's defense? That's the least of your worries.
Feeling Edwards is a gun 1-on-1.
Edwards as well. But as in, like, I'm talking about the 2 ones that stick out for me, like, in origin level, at fucking peak, cuz it's Teddy and Slater. You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is it's not easy to defend as a fullback, as a last man.
Not one-on-one.
Especially when it's 2-on-1.
One-on-one.
Most of the time it's 2-on-1.
And here's the thing, one-on-one, it's most of the time it's
Yeah.
2-on-1, but also you are also running, and at some point you either need to stop and start tracking back, or and the other person just coming at you full pelt. Look at Fletcher, how he got sat down. Look how he got sat down.
Yeah.
Look how he got sat down, but it's just he didn't anticipate because he's making a read. I'm pretty sure in his head when he saw Fakedi running at him, he thought this guy's gonna just run straight at me.
Like Sherry.
Yeah, Sherry was
that was
crazy.
fucking funny.
He's probably just thought that, and when the guy's put a step, he's just gone, he's got me. Because he's
And that's
now
fine,
reading
like, that's
the
gonna
play.
happen.
Exactly, right? So
The advantage is always, like, people don't understand this. The advantage is always in the guy with the balls.
Yeah.
By a country mile, cuz. Like, it's very, like, Connor Tracy actually stops a decent amount of 1-on-1s. It's not like Hayes Perham that stops 0. You know what I mean?
Negative
Like,
5.
that bloke doesn't know what, like, he doesn't even bother making a tackle with that bloke. That's why I used to gin all the time. It's funny, Winston got blocked from Gus
Gould because of
about
that.
Hayes Perham. But Connor Tracy, well, like, at least he's trying, cuz. That's all I want is a team that tries. And I look at the Dragons and I see 6 cunts not trying. And I just want to say to Shane Flanagan to go out there and say that your son is one of the best players in the team is fucking delusion at its finest, cuz.
It's rage baiting, bro. Wallah, it's rage
He's
baiting.
rage
You know
baiting
what?
JC on purpose. He's going to JC and he's going, you know what, I've been seeing this kid's video all bagging my son out. I'm going to fucking make him rage even more.
Yeah,
That's what
they've
he's
seen
doing.
JC shit
Because
100%.
JC's blocked by the Dragons.
100%.
yeah, blocked by the Dragons. They know about him, and I'm going to say this right now. Kyle Flanagan, Shane Flanagan, if you truly believe that Kyle Flanagan has been one of your best players this year, you're fucking retarded, bro.
Do you know what? Do you want to know what?
You have problems.
Do you know what I actually did?
You're watching, are you watching his reserve grade games from when he was a kid?
The only justification I can think of that makes sense in my head about why you'd say something ludicrous like that is probably, please do not come for me because I've not checked the stats, but I feel like maybe if you looked at the stats, Kyle's probably good in stats because, again, he's safe. I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong...
He is not good in
Right.
stats, and he's not good when you watch him. And I like
The
Kyle
eye
Flanagan,
test, the eye
and I
test.
went to university with him, and he's a really good guy. And I hate doing this shit.
It's not left for uni,
But
bro.
this is the Lavar ball and Lonzo ball, but Lonzo ball is actually good. I
Jello
can't.
ball.
He's hard to watch, man.
It is
And it's hard to watch. Like, their attack is yuck. And I had them out of the 8 because they have the worst halves pairing in the comp. And they still have the worst halves pairing in the comp.
And yet we're still amongst those numbers. That's
what
the
burns
worst
you,
thing.
bro. That's what pisses you off.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You know when you're
and
far.
it's not- and look, how many games have we actually been like
Close.
pumped? The Dolphins against you. off the top of my head. There might be
You
maybe
didn't
one
even
or
really
two more
get
games.
pumped against us. Like, you were getting pumped, and
Like
then we just...
in the game, the flow of the game, we were pumped, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
not score-wise,
on the
yeah.
not score-wise. Like, and our for and against prior to versing the Dolphins, we had a nice for and against. Like, here on the bottom, I think we had like -7 going into that round.
But
for our
guys,
for and against.
at the end of the day, like the great Dominic Toretto once said, brother, whether you lose by an inch or a mile, losing's losing. That's what they're going from.
Do you
Even
think-
though he said winning's winning.
Yeah,
I'm just giving you the loss.
Do you think just last thing on the Dragons and Sharks? Well, really, we've got to speak a little bit about the Sharks. But do you think the Dragons have a culture problem, bro? Because you know what? When I looked at the Bulldogs, and I'm just going off my club, like no matter who we brought in, no matter what happened, it was just like shit. It was like we might play good for 20 minutes in like 3 weeks, and then the rest is just dog shit. You know what I mean? And then of course you need to get players in different positions, but I feel like our culture, like now, no matter who gets injured, if we like, we don't
effort
expect to
across the
lose.
board.
You know what I mean? Like we're like, you know what? We'll fucking get through. This guy will pop in. This guy will pop in. Do you think it's a culture problem too?
I don't know. Maybe if it's player culture, I think it might be club culture.
Yeah, like more club culture.
Right,
bro.
and when I say that I think I think culture starts at the very top, right? And people talk about culture, right? But one of the big reasons why Gus has been really good is because culture starts at the top. If you're a club and you say when you come in from day dot, our biggest ambition is to win, and we're going to stop at nothing until we win, I feel like that travels down the club. I'm not sure if as a club we're really concerned about winning and trying to win a premiership or even trying to get an A.
It doesn't look like that.
I'm not too sure about that because I then look at the way we've recruited, the way we've offloaded players, the way we've offloaded players. Like I look at the Molo drama. Like,
Yeah.
are you telling me he was that desperate to get out to go play for the Dolphins, or he just wanted to get out? And that's not trying to have a crack at the Dolphins, right? You look at the way Ben Hunt's gone out. Like you look at the way that Lomax has gone out. Like we've had a couple of players that have gone out.
Big names too, bro.
Like not the best of terms, and I don't know if I can put that down all to the coach. I think, yeah, because for me, I look at Lomax. He went from the Dragons to the Eels, and realistically speaking, like when you look at that, it doesn't look like it looks like a like for like on paper. Like you haven't gone to a team that's
Top
performing much better than the team you're leaving. So you must be fed up with something at the club. Is it really purely the coach? Because now he's coming out and saying, "I'm happy to play on the wing."
Yeah, which was his
So-
reason why he left.
So I'm like,
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't add up. I think we might have a club culture. I don't know if I think the players are trying. I just think the players are not good enough. I don't like to sit here and say players aren't trying or players aren't putting effort. I think the effort's there. I just don't know if they're good enough. And good enough might be fitness. Good enough might be
A lot of things.
ability. Like that encapsulates a lot of things. I don't think he's just good enough as in like, do you have the ability? I think like I look at someone like Clemmer. Clemmer's intent, his heart, it's in the right place, but he might just be
Doesn't have it
fighting
in
for
him
the
anymore.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. He's so I can't look at
But
him.
even
and say
that
he's not
signing, it's
trying.
like a scrambling. Like, oh, Clemens, you know what I mean?
Clemmer was okay.
No, Clemens good, bro.
I'm just
Gula
saying,
was a
like,
scramble signing.
Yeah, like there's scrambling signings with recruitment. Or like for me,
And
if
that's
I'm a
what
fan,
I'm talking about, like the club culture. Are you actually ambitious to win? Because if you want to become a club that wins or wants to be a club that's successful, you go and sign the people that are winning would like to sign.
yeah,
Right? That's how you become a winning team. Right? And I know you might have not necessarily gone about it that way, but go look at Lachlan Galvin. Like, I'm pretty sure if a lot of the other teams at the top had this cap space,
they would have
they
went
probably
for him.
and
Or a
maybe
need
didn't
for a
have to
half.
play on the need for a half. They would have made that play. Like the whole time Galvin was on the market, the Dragons never made a play for
Not
it.
once. I didn't even
Not
think
once.
of
It
him.
was never. And I'm not saying it would have ever gone to the Dragons, but show the intent. Put your name in the ring.
Well, you made apparently a
What,
big
Atkinson?
splash for Jerome, but you got knocked back.
That's
And
fine.
a guy picking the Tigers over you is pretty worrying.
And that's
and
where I
here's the
go
thing,
about
right?
culture.
We signed players all from good teams. Kurt Mann was from a finals team at the time when we signed him. You look at Supernova
Roosters.
Drew Hutchison Roosters, Jake Turpin Roosters in that system, winning
Burton,
system. Matt
Kikau.
Burton, Penrith, Kikau, like all the Penrith boys, obviously from winning
Sherry,
systems.
admittedly, I know he was out of the game.
Bronson was a different.
But Sherry was like, we'll give you an opportunity. Let's show us what you got.
Yeah,
And he turned
hungry
around.
player, right? A
Yeah.
guy hungry to make things work. Connor
Max
Tracy
King.
from the Sharks, Max King I think we got him from
Melbourne.
the Storm.
Melbourne, yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, you sign hard-working players and you create a system and culture that's based on hard work, and you'll see results. I don't see that with the Dragons. I just see you putting a shit Band-Aid on a cut That's
what I mean by nah.
The Band-Aid's going to get ripped off eventually when the players start declining, which they are very close to doing so. You've already seen the decline with the guys that you signed that are older. You know what I mean? And thank goodness for you that
little re-signed.
That little re-signed.
You know what?
Mate, that's the only thing you'll be able to smile about for the rest of the year, in my opinion.
A lot of these young players will probably walk as well.
But this is what I was going to say. I would rather us keep losing games by maybe more points and admittedly, potentially... admittedly and potentially be blooding in more youngsters.
All right, boys. Anthony Seibold has 2 games to turn the club around. Job on the line as it should be because he's a shit coach.
Yeah, Michael Ennis, yeah.
Was that Michael Ennis? What do you mean?
Replaced? The reports they might be looking at Ennis.
Well, fucking Ennis will do a great job as a head coach, in
I'd
my
love to
opinion.
see Ennis coaching, bro.
Turbo to move to the centres to make way for Hopper Whitey at fullback. 2 NRL players dropped to New South Wales Cup. We just don't know who.
Luke Brooks.
Yeah.
Probably.
Nah, it's probably.
I don't know what's going on with them as well.
Yeah,
they're fucking.
It's probably gonna be like one of the wingers, and then I probably think those.
Because they were almost to full strength on the weekend.
Yeah. I was expecting like a big win from them.
Do we want to talk about them next? Because they were the next.
well.
They were the next
Anything
game,
to
right?
say on the Sharks quickly?
Because the
Sharks are pretenders, man. They're gonna beat.
Mate,
teams.
you know
They're
what,
gonna-
Jaden Brayley, good job, mate. That's it. I'm not saying nothing. They were fucking mid as fuck. And
You wanna know, if the Sharks versus a better team,
You know
the
what's
way
funny?
they played,
When Trent.
every time, Blake Brayley, good job, mate.
You know when Trindle kicks?
Yeah.
I think Carl Flanagan, just as quickly, he needs to watch how Trindle kicks. Because Trindle kicks the shit out of it. Like,
it's not even.
You know when
that.
Trindle
Nah,
kicks,
you
like
just
his
reminded
whole-
me something before we move. It's not even just that, right? It's the
So-
kick pressure, bro. It's the kick pressure.
No.
Yes, Trindle puts up good bombs, but the guy had 40 years to pick his sport.
Yeah.
2 things that annoy me about the Dragons. 2 things.
No, there's
there's
more.
2 things. These 2 things roll me up the fuck, right?
good old leg lads.
Fifth tackle. We never ever put pressure on the kicker. I do not know how many halfbacks in the league have the time of the day to put the kick up. That's one thing. What's the next thing that comes after the kick pressure? Fair enough. You don't want to put pressure on the kickers. That's fine. Fair enough. I'll cop that. Whatever. Everyone talks about our wingers can't catch balls. One, they're trying to defuse missiles. And next thing I'm going to hear, they're playing NRL. They should be able to
ran
catch.
into each other,
they
bro.
should be able to catch these balls. I don't know why we are the only team that never protects the catcher as well. He really grinds my gears. Every time one of our wingers is going to catch the ball, I do not know why the other team has 2 to 3 players beelining for our player, and I've never seen our player protected.
Bit of
The
dark
one
arts.
time
Because
Gartho
they're
tried
good
to do it, he got penalised. And I was like, I'll cop that because he actually tried to protect Sloan there. Even the back kicks, Fred. Even the back kicks.
Yeah.
No one protects the catcher. No one.
But then on the flip side,
No
Carl
one.
Flanagan will kick it 10 meters, 20 meters, whatever the fuck, a shit kick.
And we don't chase
And
the
there's
kicks.
no one within Kui. You need to watch the Dogs, cause if a kick goes to the left side,
You know who's
cause
there.
it's like Warwick when he smells blood. Real ones know. Cause Viliami kick out, he's chasing these motherfuckers like he's a cop trying to defuse
And that's
a
the
suspect.
thing we've lost with Suey being injured. Suey's one of the few players in the
That
team
will do it, yeah.
that chases those kicks.
Is he injured? How long is he injured for?
I'm not too sure, man.
Yeah,
But yeah, look, Trindle needs to, like, Flanagan needs to watch Trindle kick because Trindle looks like a smaller guy, but when he kicks, because his whole body jumps in the air.
Cause Flanagan needs to just whatever workout routine, mate.
go to
Jamal
uni.
Well, he
Fogarty's
actually just
doing,
needs to start shanking the ball when he kicks
Just
it.
go to uni.
just belt
Just shank
it.
the ball.
Just go to
He's
uni,
got a
brother.
degree, cuz. Don't diss him, bro.
No,
He was
I-
very good in the group assessments.
He was
Yeah.
probably safe. That's probably why.
No. It's because he had me to carry him, bro.
Anyways, boys, let's move
Oh,
on.
so Shane is what we call you now?
Shane's making it harder for him. Now everybody's going to be beelining it to it. And I do think they have
I swear
and
that-
I do think they have a culture problem.
I
I'm going to say
agree.
this right now because I'm telling you, because like, if you're a player and you're getting coached by someone who's got their son on the team, and then
worst.
everyone else gets blamed,
The worst,
and
bro.
everybody else gets dropped,
Nepotism.
except for the son. Cause you want a Jin, you want a bloody, the son's gonna get bullied.
But I can tell why I can tell why that was just like, bro, fuck this shit, bro.
And here's the thing.
Cuz,
If you're a smart coach, sometimes you use your kid as a bullet. Like, you
No.
drop your kid.
One or two games, let him play, yeah.
That's what
Drop
I'm saying.
him.
Use your kid
Cuz-
as the one you make an
Cuz
example.
when you have
he
a
might
kid-
dislike you, but you can go and call him and be like, hey, listen, this is what I'm doing. Get over yourself. Boom. What are you going to do?
But listen, when you have a kid, right? You have a son. You want to fucking do the best for them and their future, right? True or not?
True.
You don't go take all the money that they've saved and put it on black or red.
I mean,
You want to fucking... No, you want to actually teach
that's
them
an
how...
investment.
Right now, we're in the slums.
Okay.
No, but you want to teach them how to like be... So, all right, if you keep saying, nah, you're good.
Accountability. No accountability.
Zero accountability. Anyway, let's
But-
move on.
No. I got a story to
Go
tell,
on.
mate. All right, because mate, when I went through this as a player when I was playing as a kid,
Back
mate.
in the days.
Brother, me and one of my close mates, shout out to Big CEO, bro, Big Bulldog.
Fucking
mate.
FCO, you
We
sick cunt.
were the fucking props of our team, and we ran amok that season, cuz big time. Mate, we
80-minute
both had,
players?
huh?
80-minute players?
It was probably like
fuck no.
50 minutes.
Mate, Lemicio, fuck no. But he'd give you half an hour, 25, half an hour
Of the best.
and his whole family has like one of like 15 cuz. His
fucking
whole
hell.
family
The
would be
sideline.
on the sideline cheering. Cuz we were nicking everyone that year. I'm telling you, we had like 10 plus tries apiece.
Wow.
Right? And we won like, we made semi-finals and lost or whatever. Cuz we're getting forward of the year, bro. They had back of the year, forward of the year, and then best and fairest, right? Cause we had ripper seasons, but our hooker wasn't the best. We didn't have great service, mate. You know what I mean? Good guy, I love the kid, but we didn't get the best service in the world. Obviously, we're never
Who
gonna
was
tell
his
him.
dad, Fred?
That was the coach. Anyways, we got he scored 1 try all year, last game of the year, bro. You know what I mean? We had bloody 10 each, mate. We had gun seasons, bro. My first year at prop. Forward of the year gets announced, cuz, and it's the coach's son. And me and Lemicio just look at each other, and then the rest of the team is looking at us.
And you're like, fuck this. Like, if you want to,
All I gotta
it
do
would
is
have been
give
fine.
I've got to give him the Dexter shrug, mate. The
Cuz-
Dexter shrug.
Anyway, boys,
But-
too much rambling about the Sharks and the Dragons,
I
right?
know.
We've
But
vented
we
enough.
got a Dragons fan here.
I
for
know
once.
that, I
Now
know.
we're going to talk about the boring games.
Now
very
we're going to
quickly.
do Manly and Titans. Now, the Titans won this game 28-8, right? What the fuck is wrong with
Please
you?
let me talk.
Go
please.
on, go on.
Cuz this team in no way, shape, or form should be losing fucking games, bro. All right, I get it. You have a couple of forwards injured. Cuz you lost to the fucking Titans without Tino. And Fodawaker. They're only 2 good forwards on the team. Yeah, they had Firma. All right, I get it, cuz. Relax. How the fuck are you versed 3 of the bottom 4 teams and 2 of them were under strength and you lost to them both? What is going on, bro? Put a line through them, as Hello Sport would say. Cuz people were telling me early in the year, wait till you verse Manly, cuz if we verse Manly, cuz you're going to get nicked by 40. I'm not kidding. Cuz Cherry Evans, since his contract shit, washed.
Rubbish.
This is worse than fucking Tungo when he signed his contract. This year, he must have signed. Because there's no way in the world, because his stock is going down, cuz.
Yeah, he's probably like, you know what, boys, what have he's had on the table? Can you just bring it back,
Cuz,
please?
750,
$750,
I'll take it.
$750, I'll take $690 right now.
Well, I'll take a month. I'll take a fucking train and trial, mate, at this point. This cunt, bro.
Bro, honestly.
I'm not offering this bloke a deal if I'm any fucking team with any sort of dignity.
But I don't even
They're
think that
getting
coach. I don't think their coach is good
and
in
their
it.
coach. I said it when he signed. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't even know, like.
He's one of the worst coaches in the NRL, and the only reason he gets gigs is because he's Isaac Moses' client. He's 2 weeks away. They lost to bottom 3.
That's bad.
Cuz
bro.
this bloke, whether it's Michael Innes,
Anyone,
bring back Jeff Tuvey even.
But they bring, bro.
But
Get
anyone
Brett
you
Stewart. Get Brett
cuz
Stewart.
anyone you get is gonna be better than Anthony Seabold because I don't think he's very good at all.
Do you think they want to play for him, bro? Like, do you think the players want to play for him? Because wallah,
They don't play like they want to
honestly,
play for him.
wallah, mainly like when we played him in the finals last year and we lost to him, this was my quick feeling, right? I was like, fuck, you know, mainly they've always beaten us like recently because we've been shit. They've been good. They've good players. I don't like. I hate losing, and we're a better team. But fuck, DC's experience, this and that. Like, it's all right. I get it. Like, stepping stone
They're
boys.
further in their journey than we
Yeah,
are.
yeah, DC. Now I'm like, what? Sorry, what was it, Joe?
Over the last 4 weeks, they versed Eels, Knights, Titans. They're the bottom 3.
Yeah.
All 3 of them beat them.
And the
All
Eels
on 30
missing
points.
half the team. The bloody Titans missing half their forward pack.
The Knights
The
could
Knights.
not score points
Against
before
anyone.
they
Cuz
first.
you got outcoached by a playing group, Anthony Seabold. It's Anthony, right? Cuz he didn't. Cuz you know what? They got booed, and Adam O'Brien said, "Do whatever the fuck you want. Just play footy."
Just go
and
hard,
then they
boys.
won.
Just throw the
They
footy
won-
around.
they
That's
won
all he
by-
said.
They won by play footy. Cuz Anthony Seibold.
Andrew.
Anthony Seibold, because you talk about Andrew Griffin. Someone said Andrew. Anthony Seibold, got outcoached by Serraldo in that final. Our game plan was way better. We played way better. You just got carried by DCE and Reid Marnie.
And we sort of
and
let him...
Jarrell Skelton in that last fucking 10 minutes, 15 minutes, right? Because our lack of experience and then Reid Marnie being a Manuke that game and give away like 3 penalties, that's what won you the game at the end of the day. But when you're looking at coaching, I've never seen... Because you go and you look at Den and Kemp today talking about the positive parts of Cameron Serraldo's coaching. Because I'm telling you, you could go through fucking 3 years of Manly footage and you're never going to look at a time where Anthony Seibold fucking outcoached somebody. It's just his team is stacked.
Who was he at the start?
And nobody...
They won the spoon.
Rabbitohs?
Cuz he was at the Rabbitohs.
He was good in his first year.
Good in the first year. But then...
What a team he had.
But they still had Madge's team, sort of. You know what I mean? He took
Yeah,
over
a great
after Madge. And then after 1 year, everything that got ruined. Then they sent him to the Broncos for Wayne. And the Broncos won the spoon.
That was the worst.
And then Wayne let us win to make sure that they got the spoon, which was the funniest time ever because we ducked the spoon because Wayne Bennett let us win.
Exactly.
And then they won the spoon because of that. And, mate, it's this simple, mate. It's whoever they get, I think will do a better job. I think he's a young coach, sort of, right? Like, I know he's had a
young
few years.
journey.
Cuz go to England for a few years, come back. Do the Brad Arthur, bro.
But you
Do
know
the
what,
Brad
Freddie,
Arthur.
like,
And if I'm Manly, I'd rather take Brad Arthur as well. But the only problem is then Jake Arthur's probably going to start playing. But probably not.
No, that's a fun time. That's
But I'm just saying, I think if he's got 2 games to save his job, I don't know who they got the next 2 weeks, Joe.
I hate that shit. I really hate that shit when they go.
I hate when it
like
gets
a
leaked
coach-
to the media.
No, not leaked to the media, but I hate this whole shit of like you've got 2 games to save.
Just
your
sack
job.
him.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Just
Like,
sack the cunt.
I don't understand how I've got 3 years worth of evidence, right, of coaching evidence of the team not hitting whatever goals and objectives that you've set out, because clearly that's why you've given them 2 games to save the job, right? And then you got 2 games.
That's the Adam O'Brien. That's the Adam O'Brien. He's the 2 games to save your job merchant. Because then he had 2
he's
games
always
to save his
winning
job.
after
And
that.
That's what I
Then he
mean.
won 10 in a row and he got knocked down, saved his job.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, because if you go and win those 2 jobs, you're just literally, that's literally a band-aid over a situation.
Yeah, literally.
Because if you're saying there's 2 games left to save your job, you've clearly seen things you do not like, right? And for me, it's pull the plug then.
When has a band-aid ever worked?
Who does Manly have?
T.
For the next 2 games?
Yeah.
They were the easiest. They were 2 games of 4 pints apart.
Don't say the easiest, because they clearly
They
haven't
just
been
lost
winning.
to the 3 easiest.
Tigers and Souths. Souths were like the
Tigers could beat them.
I think the Tigers will beat him.
No, Tigers are good, bro. I actually think the Tigers
Tigers
are
could
good.
beat them. Easy.
Because not like that good, but as in like they're good. They'll beat Manly.
They're all right.
Like if I'm putting, if Manly are playing Tigers, I'm tipping Tigers all day, every day.
No, I'm tipping the Tigers 10 times out of 10.
Because the
listen-
Tigers have effort, and that's
Cause-
another thing that I'm seeing with Manly. They're struggling against
South.
effort.
The versus Souths are in Origin round.
Yeah, but the thing
Souths
is,
will
if
go-
South is their
Souths go
bogey
win.
team.
T, you know, like if you
They
have,
might actually win.
if you have Tommy, right, DCE, fucking Luke Brooks is even a half decent player. He's fucking better than Flanagan and
But
Ilias.
look at the start of last season for
They
me.
got, then
You
they
have
got
that
fucking
Hapuai,
Garrick, one of the
best
insane
wing-
centre, bro. Insane
Winger, is he winger?
He's a centre. Centre.
Leo
Kola,
Hapuai.
who's been their best player all year. Lehigh Hopewadi, gun. Then you got, like,
Subs got pace, which you're going to use to
You
exploit.
have things,
to
but this is what
finish
I'm
off
saying.
things.
I don't think they want to play for this guy.
they
And
got
I
Big
understand
Schmoll
it.
there.
Hold on, he just broke his hand.
No, no.
It's all right, 6 weeks.
Shoulder, sorry.
alright,
I fucking
6
seen him.
weeks.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, 6 weeks, but he'll be back soon.
That's not soon
Gerbo,
anymore, bro.
Burbo.
I just
They
think,
got a whole, half the team's one bloodline.
yeah, I just think this, yeah, Fred. Wallah, have you ever heard a coach like, oh, you got 2 weeks, like, thing, you know, whatever happened, and then they're like, yeah, and they go win a premiership or they go play proper finals footy. Like, it doesn't happen that often. Like, just fucking read the signs and start planning from now.
Yeah, cuz listen.
You're
That's
better
not-
off. You're
listen,
better off actually keeping him until the end of the season and putting in place a plan of, well, if he does well with his team this season, good. If he doesn't, we said he's got 2 games
I just
left
think get rid
anyway.
of him. I never understood them getting him, wallah.
No, but I'm saying you're just going to see out the season with him rather than this. Because if you get rid of him in the next 2 weeks, what's the next person that's going to come? The next person's going to come
Shit show,
and
pressure.
they've now got pressure
Ten Hag.
to turn things around
Amarim.
straight away. Like, no, just call her raps. Let him see out the year and just say it's peak. We're done. No more. That's it. And start planning for next year. Whatever happens this year happens.
Yeah, I just think they're very shocking.
Because I'm
to
telling
watch.
you now, if you start playing for next year and you say we're gonna get rid of him at the end of the season, if those players start playing and they go, oh, he's gone anyway, they'll start doing things on the field and playing a different way. I'm pretty sure you'll probably get more of a because those players are now for the rest of the season will start going, well, I can't play the way I've been playing now because I'm being watched. Or there's gonna be footage of me next season. I wanna have something. You start playing better, and you solve both problems where the team improves and you are getting a new coach.
So every week they should announce a sacking. Like you're gonna get sacked, and everyone just play good. Boys,
Yeah, it's
quickly,
like,
anything?
no, cuz I
Shout
got
out
a story.
Titans. Wallah, shout out Titans. As well.
Shout out Titans. I got a story because sometimes it does work. Not the coaching. All right, but sometimes you need a bloody intervention for shit to happen, man. I remember, I'll never forget this, mate. I would have been like 16, 17, I probably 17.
I love how everything is just back to Fred stories
Mate,
today.
I've got stories, mate.
Let's go. We want to hear it, bro. You got a mic in
Listen,
front
brother,
of you.
we were 0-7, brother. Basketball. All right, I was still new to basketball. I'm learning. I'm playing with guys that are fucking in their 40s nearly. Guys that my uncles and aunties played with when we were young, when they were young. You know what I mean?
Veterans.
Yeah, I'm playing with the veterans. I'm the young crop coming through, bro. I was shit. I was still learning the game. Because we were 0-7, and we had an emergency meeting at Hooters. It's closed down now. It's 0-7. We had an intervention.
What's
and
so
we
emergency about this?
Cuz we lost. Emergency meeting at Hooters on James Roos Drive. It's now closed now. But I'll never forget it. I was not 18, but they ordered beers for everybody, and I was.
So you think a night out is the best solution?
No,
It is.
Let me finish the story.
Sorry, go on.
Be quiet. Go out, otherwise I'll make you go fucking install a shower outside, bro. All right. So we have an emergency meeting at Hooters, bro. All right. First ever time I got given alcohol at a public place. You know what I mean? The nice Latino woman did not check for everybody's ID. So I'm just
How do you know she
16.
was Latino? Sorry, I digress.
The accent and many other
Anyway, go on.
other reasons. I can
Go
think of two.
Go on.
All right, so I've got acai super dry, mate. I'm 17, bro. We still got the photo. We're having tater tots and wings. And we had an emergency meeting, mate. We discussed, mate, who's the leader of the team? Because sometimes you're loud and sometimes you're quiet. And we had a big fucking meeting. And then we basically said, we need to become a team. We need to be together. So this is the first of many meetings. All right. So then after this meeting, fucking at Hooters, we talked Bizzo. All right. It was gun. We started playing. And after every game, we were playing differently, of course. We talked about some tactics. We talked about some cultural things. You know what I mean? You tied a few loose ends. Brother, fucking sharpen the knives a bit. All right. Cause then we decided after every game, we're going to go out together. No matter what time, we're going to go to Eljana. We're going to go to Eljana. Eljana Granville.
Okay. We can speak about Eljana.
After every game, mate. I'm telling you, we did not lose that. We did not lose again for the rest of the year. We fucking made finals at Auburn, fucking Division 3 or whatever. Fucking won 8-9 straight games after the meeting at Hooters. And then we fucking won the comp.
Wow, that's massive.
We won the comp.
You went all the way.
Yeah, all the way.
Just a bit
Moral
of
of the story,
intervention.
take the boys to Hooters.
Sometimes you need a fucking intervention, mate.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe just the intervention.
Wallah, do you think they need to, like, Wallah, do you think that's what it is? I don't think that's what it is. I think they just hate Sabo. They're off him. I think his track record too doesn't even fucking.
Everywhere he goes,
because if he comes up to your team, he's like, everything's gonna be alright. You're gonna look at him and be like, bro, I don't fucking believe.
Because you know he's the opposite of Ange. He's the polar opposite of Ange, bro.
Ange.
Because Ange is like, I always win in my second year, cuz. You know what I mean?
What does Sabo say?
This kind is fucking, the nukes explode on my second year. Third year, because there is no third year.
Alright, quick shout out to the Titans.
Titans is alright. Remo, you're mad. Campbell, you're mad. Kieran,
I can say.
why does he always kill them?
I can say Hasler gone back to Manly and Sabo going to Titans. Boys, let's speak about the Knights and the Roosters game. This sleeper. We got like 3 minutes for this game, right?
Not even. Cuz for Keddy, you're doing one for all the props, lad. You're doing one for all the props. We're all proud of you, bro. You're putting the props, the runaway prop back on the map, cuz you stole a props. You stole a fullback's
Can't
ankles.
stop a steam train, mate.
Oh, that
Brother,
bloke.
steam trains are not supposed to change directions.
Cuz what the hell was that, yeah?
Cuz he full stepped Hunt.
He
He made
actually...
Hunt look like a cunt. Fucking call me Tupac. Did you see them lyrics, bro?
If that's Tupac, brother.
We're
That's
gonna
it, mate.
monetize.
Call me Tupac, brother.
Sound like
He's
VJ.
coughing, cuz. I gave him the flu.
Oh, listen, bro. That step was crazy. That was crazy work. That was like, I didn't understand where he was going. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, you're not that fast, brother. You know, like, you're gonna get tackled, and he just went step, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? That's crazy. Like, how can players now in this day and age run like? That's crazy how they do that shit, bro.
What do you mean? Look at Schmoller. Oh, he's no try. What
But-
he did.
but come
Like,
on.
I know he does that every week.
But I see it's more common now.
I'm just saying,
Fucking-
back row, even Nikora, the way Nikora runs
Nikora's-
lines, bro. Like, there's so many.
He's turning on lines as well.
Yeah,
Like,
bro. There's so many good forwards in terms of footwork and the way they move now.
they're just different now. Even like, I know this is crazy, but you know Jack Todd, like when he came on, my brother was like, he's got good footwork, and then I'm like, what the fuck, bro? How? It doesn't make sense to me. So
Well,
crazy
I have
shit,
good
bro.
footwork, mate. Something that, mate, sometimes you're born with it, mate.
You reckon Sam?
Maybe you're born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline, cuz.
maybe it's
Cuz
Maybelline.
I ran around the house stepping every doorway
Oh yeah, when we were young.
when I was a
cuz.
kid.
That
Still
was
now,
training. That was it.
I can't walk through the house without stepping every table. Cuz, and that's why I have fucking happy feet.
We love it, bro. That's what makes
And,
you happy.
and for Katie's got happy feet, lad.
Shout out when you have
And
kids,
you know
bro.
who's
The
got
boys
happy
don't have
hands?
to fucking-
See Wong, mate. I'm alright with that being a try. Well, honestly, I think the NRL needs and the bunker needs to stop looking at everything with a fucking microscope, cuz. But why is that a try and Big Schmoller is not a try? It doesn't make sense to me. Just be consistent. I actually think both of them are tries. And I think the NRL should think both of them are tries because people want more points. And because when they do all the hard work and they fucking miss out on a try because the ball slipped like 1 millimeter, cuz get fucked. But good comeback win from the Roosters.
I disagree, cuz you got to ground the fucking ball. That's
Cuz
plain
he's
as-
grounding it, cuz.
He grounded the VIA, cuz.
Yeah,
Cuz.
but look, if he's on the opposite side, if that was a defending
if-
player, if that was a defending player, you'd argue the ball's gone dead or grounded, and
Yeah.
it's dead
Yeah.
in the in goal. Because
And-
how come the defensive player can get that just put your fucking get contact to the ball, and you say it's done, but then on the attacking opposition, you don't want to apply the same logic.
Your forearm is your arm. If you fucking pass a ball and it hits someone's forearm and goes forward, it's a knock on. So by that logic, man, you should be able to ground the fucking ball with your forearm, bro.
I don't know. The NRL's always got crazy
Cuz
shit.
Don't worry,
I'm
bro, they'll
alright
just
with
bring
it.
more
And the
Simmons,
fact
more
that they haven't
Simmons.
addressed it means I think it's fine.
More Simmons.
Sorry, Newcastle fans and fucking Dan. But at least you don't have to run 20 Ks, you only have to run 4.
Yeah, 4's not bad. Straight he'll smash that shit, bro.
Because did you see the bet? If the Roosters had lost, Hainsey was going to have to run 4 kilometers. I would have loved to have seen that. Instead, he got
Hey, Hands, are you still gonna do the run?
Oh, Handsy, quick stuff, bro. Boys, Cowboys, Dolphins, quickly. The Dolphins are just the entertainers right now, bro.
Well, you know what, cuz I'll give you some credit.
You have
mate.
to, you have to. Listen,
Well,
this is a
like,
big
come on,
announcement.
man.
Fred's actually gonna give the Dolphins some credit.
Guess
what?
I
Hammer,
don't even
the
know
hammer.
why I
You
hate
know,
the
yeah, I was
Dolphins.
about to say, why do you even
I
hate?
don't know.
Like,
You know,
you've
I
got
know
I
why.
think
affiliation
because
to
they
Red
just
Leaf.
their fucking schedules were so
That's
easy and
literally
they
why.
barely played any games here.
You
I
don't
just
like the
fuck-
way they got brought into the
Yeah,
club.
I
think
just thought,
that's
I just
ultimately
think,
what it
fuck,
is.
mate, go through fucking hell on earth like the fucking Titans had to, mate. You know what I mean? They didn't get this shit.
They literally played 3 games away.
They
the
played
rest-
2 games in Sydney 2 years in a row, and then this year it's like 3 or 4. But I just don't see how that's normal, bro. And then we have to fucking play home games in Bundaberg. Like, what is this babysitting?
Bundy,
This
mate.
year they haven't been babysat as much. And look, they're men now. They're playing like Zadmers. Alright? And you know what? They're fucking fun to watch. As soon as a team downs tools, they're just hunting for blood cars. There's no...
They don't stop.
There's no mercy from these cars.
That both
I love
stop.
that shit. I actually love the fact that there's no mercy because Katoa and Nikarima are like tryhards.
Yeah, they just want to do everything.
In League of Legends, bro, they're just camping the fountain, just killing everybody as
Yeah,
they go
like
through.
suck
And
shit.
they're spawn trapping, bro.
They just like suck shit.
They're spawn trapping. You defend me. If you don't, I don't care that we're up 50. I want to beat you by 60.
Yeah, dirty
All right,
mentality.
the
Michael
Bostock's
Jordan
counting
mentality.
1, 2, 3, 4 as he's scoring.
That was cold. That was aura
Yeah,
fun.
but then he lost 10,000 aura, 10
Yeah.
million aura by dropping the ball, drop nuts.
But
1
how much
meter
did he
from
have?
the line.
How much did he have in total aura?
4. Yeah,
Like 4 billion?
He's by default. He's probably got like plus 300 aura after that knock on.
That's how he
He
still
lost
got
a lot
aura.
of it. He's still
Okay.
got some aura.
But that
And
1, 2, 3,
Jack
4.
Bostock's mad. He's a good cunt.
That Steph Curry. That was Steph Curry shot. Like that, I was like, all right, bro. I just
That was
turned the
some,
game off after that.
it's cold as.
Katoa. Tell me about Katoa.
Katoa was quiet as this game,
Tay,
and he
can
was
you
still
tell
had a
me-
good game.
No, I know, but can you tell me, are you as impressed with Katoa as everyone else is? As like Andrew Johns?
That's
in
a
his
real half, mate. Nah,
No,
Carl
honestly.
Flanagan. My son is better. Carl Flanagan.
I want to ask T about Katoa.
Yes.
T, tell me about Katoa. Like when you watch him, do you think like he'll be good for the Dragons? Shouldn't we actually go for someone like that? Or is he wrapped up in Dolphins? Khalas.
I think I think at some stage in his career, Katoa will play for a New South Wales based club. At some stage in his career, I don't know when. I definitely will be jumping on it if you ever like make.
As soon as he's
I'll definitely be making that jump. And if you have cap space, I'll test it. I'll chance it. Have a conversation with him.
Big fucking money on him.
If you have the cap space to me, you can walk up to him and go, look, we'll put you in 5 years at 1.3, 1.4. Just see what he says to it.
I reckon
Yeah, but the thing is, that's what the Dolphins are going to offer him. Probably even more than that. And plus, he's not even off contract till like 28.
And that's the thing.
Fuck, they went in early. Wayne Bennett's
Guys, they were not wasting any
smart,
time with this brother, bro.
He's a
and
gun.
then he'll get extended.
Penrith system, yeah?
Yeah.
Gus Gould.
He's a Penrith boy.
And that's why I think he might end up
he's
playing
the-
in a New South Wales based club.
He's the guy to put Tonga back on the level of that Samoa's
They
on
should
now.
be, bro. Anything else on this?
Also,
But-
Welshman, by the way.
He's
Yeah,
a
the way
Welshman.
who was speaking about
No,
him
he's a New South
yesterday.
Welshman.
Johns.
I think he said a Welshman.
Not John's even, yeah. I think Hopewadi was speaking about him yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, on Matty Jones, about how he played with him through the grades, and he's just like, he's been doing this forever.
What?
Katoa.
Yeah, I was hearing about Andrew Johns talking about bloody John Hopewadi. That shit was so funny. But nah, Katoa's been this good for a long time. And shout out to Trademark Sports, bro. In 2022, this guy called it that he's going to be one of the best players in NRL in 3 years. And
Didn't he just hit
fucking
20k as well?
yeah, on
Trademark?
Instagram.
Good on
Shout
you,
out
bro. Fucking
Trademark
hell, you're sick,
Tyson's
cunt.
absolute legend.
Well, he's the nicest guy,
and
bro.
another Dragons fan. Something about Dragons fans being good content creators,
they're
bro,
good blokes.
and good blokes.
They're good blokes, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
just-
because we're hurting, bro.
I
blokes back in the
hurt myself today.
Quick question. Todd Payton, what do you think of him? Should he get sacked?
Nah.
Nah.
But he makes some very questionable decisions, bro. I just don't like I don't think the Dearden and fucking Thingo combo is working, bro. Even though Dearden didn't play, Purdue and Dearden, like I think they're better with Purdue at center instead of Labour, because he's just not looking very good off his ACL, and I think Clifford just did nothing wrong to get the sack.
dropped, yeah.
In this justification, I want to put him in because
And now Dearden's playing Origin at 7, bro. I don't know if he can steer a team around the park.
I don't know what's
And
going
they've got a very low win percentage when he's
It's
at
going to
7.
be very interesting. It's going to be a game that I don't know.
It's okay for people to be out and out sixers, bro.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, I think the Dolphins, like the Cowboys just switched off and had to deal with the Dolphins. And the Cowboys goal line defense, it's fucking bad. There's some fucking problems there, bro. Like they
Open the
conceded
floodgates.
4 times in a row without defending. One set on their line against Melbourne the week before, and then they fucking get demolished by Dolphins. They cannot defend their line for shit. And I just want to say, mate, Cody Nicarima, I will never in my life say a bad word about you again.
He's the nicest guy.
God bless you, bro. He won me my multi. I don't care.
well,
I fucking love you. You being unselfish.
Chris wasn't happy.
I needed it.
Chris
bad.
wasn't happy.
Yeah, but he ended up scoring.
Did he?
He did that like he knew he was gonna get one that game. Cause Cody Nicarima, I will never in my life say a bad word
That's
about
aura.
you.
That's what you just
are
said is
invited
aura.
to all of my barbecues. If you come to Sydney, because I know you only come to Sydney, New South Wales, or 2 times a year, Dolphins player. If you ever come, cuz I'll give you a fucking truckload of Lebanese food and garlic sauce and hummus and everything that you want in your life. I've got you, cuz. Thank you. Shout out to Herbie. He's on like some insane run of scoring. 8 in a row now.
Just the way
Brother, what is it with these Englishmen breaking the fucking consecutive goal scoring
the way
records,
he plays,
mate?
cuz the way he plays,
And consecutive try scoring records.
the way he plays, cuz Herbie is it's like he's on a mission, cuz.
Cuz wallah, getting him was my favorite fantasy Supercoach buy this year. I've now, in the first time of my life, entered the top 10%. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
That's big for me.
That's massive, bro.
Shout out to Supercoach Experience. It's helping me along the way.
Boys.
But the Cowboys just fucked.
We'll get to the Dogs game.
Yeah.
You ready for it?
Is that the next game? Are we missing a game?
that's the next game.
Fuck, fuck.
Yeah, we've
5 games for it, bro.
Come on, man. He's just
almost
hurrying me up.
Almost an hour in.
Hang on.
Yeah, because
yeah.
brother,
This does not happen
if
once
I have
when
to
Suey's
hear
not
anything
here.
about Titans and Manly, like I really don't like Titans.
Listen, I wanted to give some Titans
No,
some
we did.
credit.
We gave them.
We gave them 2 lines of credit.
Oh, the Titans. Yeah, I tried to give them credit. You cut me off, bro. Anyway, let's speak about the Souths and the Bulldogs. Shout out to the Titans, by the way.
Shout
Right?
out, yeah. shout
Great
out.
team. He's gonna finish. At the
Yeah,
bottom
yeah,
three.
yeah. The best last
Yeah,
place
yeah.
team I've ever seen in my
Des
life.
Hasler. Yeah. He's getting sacked. Anyway, Souths and Dogs. First of all, what the hell happened? Cause yesterday I'm at the game, right? We're ambushing Souths. We're pumping them. We're just try, and it's all looking so good. And then the Thunder. What are they saying?
Lightning McQueen.
Lightning
bro.
McQueen.
Zeus.
The storm is coming.
Zeus
or-
had money. Zeus had money on the fucking South.
I'm
Sydney
like,
Rabbitohs,
bro, are you serious? I've never seen this shit happen in so long.
Well, can I say one thing? Just
Go
to
on.
start this off, cuz.
Go
Just
on.
to start this off, and a few people that are Souths fans, some of them were in denial and said no. Some of them agreed with me. Cuz if there wasn't that storm break, we're going into that halftime up 30-0. We were nicking them, and we were just about to have our best set of the game, bro. They were on tackle 3 because they weren't on they were 5 meters out from our line, like from their line. They fucking could not get out of their own end.
Suffocation.
We were fucking them. That last 10 minutes would have been floodgates open because they were gone because they made double the tackles we made. You know, they were fucked.
Yeah.
They got the 2 half times worth. They got second wind. They got third wind. They got bone plating. They got real ones know. Real ones know. All right. Real ones know. Jerome Noah will know because that's all that matters.
He doesn't watch, but
They got unflinching. They got everything in that, and they got a fucking bullshit knock on try at halftime. Am I tripping out? Like I gave it to him because I had AJ on my multi, but I'm
Money
just saying
changes
that
things, eh?
touched his hand. That definitely touched his hand.
That's another thing I don't like. The bunkers always have scared to go against the ref.
yeah, I
Whether
know.
it's for or against.
I don't know, bro. That one looked like it touched his hand.
You know,
pretty
honestly,
clearly.
I didn't even see it.
I gave it
bro.
to him because I'm
tell.
like,
I
hold
didn't
on.
even see it because I didn't even know what half time was.
Look, it went up as a try, and I wasn't convinced it wasn't a try. So it's just like you got to give benefit of the
Yeah,
doubt.
I
think
get
the
it.
benefit should always go to the attacking team.
Cause, yeah, all right, but I don't even think there was like doubt with
I
that one.
got doubt.
With that one, I thought it touched. I thought live it touched.
Fred, you are one of the most biased people I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. I'm just saying, I thought that
He's actually
said-
not unbiased, bro.
one.
You are both so biased. It's
I'm
ridiculous.
more
Do you
biased.
know how
People
many
say-
messages
people
I
say-
get from people that go to me, bro, these 2 blokes are so fucking
Brother,
biased.
these motherfuckers will say that, but then when I'm fucking bagging out my team for 3 years, I'm not biased.
Yeah. No, honestly, I
I
don't think we're
bag
that
out the
biased.
rest. If the same thing happened the other way, I'd call it the same shit.
I
And
never
a lot
seen
of
it.
people say I'm the most unbiased Dogs fan.
You know why I didn't see it?
Do you know what my favorite compliment is? You're the only Dogs fan I like.
Yeah, that's
And I get that a hell of a lot more than your mates, what they say about me.
That's because you're a nice person.
No, because I fucking call a spade a spade.
Listen,
But it looked like it touched his
The
hand.
slate is blue. Oh.
I didn't even see it
And
because
then everyone was saying, "Oh nah, Mitchell Moses was definitely fit. It was definitely a sin bin because Mitchell Moses is out for 6 weeks because he milked that penalty. That's how he got injured. He fucking put the theatrics on it and he tore it. Whatever the fucking leg injury is, that's how he got it. Not from kick out fucking touching his leg with like fucking 2 fucking grams of force. Nah, it was the theatrics.
I think those three.
And people called me crazy.
Anyway, listen. I didn't.
I am
get to,
crazy.
I didn't get to see it. You know why? Because I was in the second half time. Because I don't know what was happening. Because I was so lost. It was so confusing.
He was greened out.
I don't think everyone. I don't think the Bulldogs merch store has ever sold that much jackets in its life. Like
No.
It was
no,
so
no,
cold.
no, no,
cuz.
no.
It was so
Because
cold.
The week before, I didn't bring a fucking jacket.
Yeah, that's Josh.
And I went to go get a jacket, and the line was 300 people long, cuz. It was the Disneyland
line.
fucking Space Mountain line.
I've never.
And then I said, someone recognized me in the line. I said, brother, do you reckon I can cut in? Because he's like, yeah, come.
Let me see
He's
cut.
like, what do you want? I'll get it for you. I'm like, yeah, I want a jacket. Because they're all sold out. This was reserve grade time, but the reserve grade team was playing. Because they sold out of games before reserve grade was.
Yeah, but that was the
sold
Paragame.
out sold out of jackets
merch.
before reserve grade.
Which jackets do they have?
The nice one.
Fuck, they had was that the Hyundai one, the vintage?
No, it was the
Oh.
fucking blue one, like the one that EB always wears. EBT,
I know
shout out
some.
EBT.
I got the windbreaker yesterday. Fucking sexy, bro.
Why? Oh, you.
I need
Nah,
a
that or
windbreaker
you take
because I'm
that?
gonna go to
No,
New
my
York.
missus bought it yesterday. It was like everyone was buying the same thing, but because it was so cold, bro.
Bro, this is what I don't get. Like, cause so my mate of mine asked me to go to Shark Park on Thursday. I was like, you're dreaming.
Too
He goes,
cold.
well, no. I was like, "Hey, honestly, bro, I was
Too
like,
cold,
I
cuz.
don't think we're gonna win."
Why would I go?
I was like, so that's the first thing.
You got
I
to
was
bring your
about
hard
to-
hat and PPE.
Yeah, I was
and,
like,
and,
if you be-
construction site.
get the survey packs.
It's a
construction site, mate.
It's still a construction
You got to
site.
sign your swims and the sheet when you walk in.
I swear I worked there like
Dude,
7,
it's
8
a
years
fucking
ago, bro.
job site,
Do
bro.
your alcohol test before you
I did
walk.
like a hydrogen test there like 7 years ago, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? Is this Shark Park, bro? It's still going." Yeah, 95 jerseys out, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I'm excited because I'm actually excited. When I seen it, I
Well,
was
that
like,
looks
"Ooh."
good. I was gonna wear it, but I said it's Origin time, man.
Oh, did you
You're
get
a
one?
You're a wizard, Harry.
Did you get one? The
Cause are
jersey?
you slow?
Did it come in?
Cause didn't you get the message
Of
yesterday?
course I did, but I have to
Yeah.
go pick it up. I didn't give the.
Oh, we have to pick it up.
I have to. Did you get yours?
I didn't get mine.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you.
Saying, do you have it on
Do
you?
you have it on you? Like, is it at home? That's what I thought they sent
No,
it
no,
to you.
I have a 95 jersey regular,
Ah, okay.
Ah,
Not
okay.
the new
not the
one.
new one.
Ah,
the
okay.
Hyundai one.
No, no, the new one's sexy, bro.
Yeah, it looks mad.
I
And
can't wait
Jacob
to-
Preston being the mate.
Yeah,
Nah.
Presto and Sicily, bro. Cracker, man.
Oh,
Welcome back to Preston. He's back finally. It actually felt good to watch him play.
that was
wallah.
Andrew Ryan vibes, that tackle. But the fucking my new commentator said Hayes.
He ruined it.
So then when I was thinking, I didn't even see it because it was like the flash, that tackle. So I didn't know I didn't see who it was until the replay. So I'm like, oh, it must be Hayes because the commentator said Hayes. But I'm like thinking, like, what the fuck is Hayes doing there?
Yeah, he just doesn't play there.
Yeah, he's just fucking, that cunt's everywhere, bro.
Hayes Sperm's not even with us
that
anymore.
was, because he was like the flash, because he nicked that cunt. And they got tackle of the week over fucking Donahue emasculating fucking some cunt, bro. You know what I mean? I fucking love that Donahue.
Shout out Montoya,
bloke.
bro. Wallah, he played
Montoya
good.
that was
Right,
his best game.
That was his best game in a Bulldogs jersey in the recent times. I think it was good. Souths, I don't know, bro. They towards the end, cause
They
that
tried
ref,
hard, bro.
the ref, I feel like the ref tried getting him back into the game so much.
Look, I don't think so. However, like 11-4 penalty count, yeah, all right. But 6 of them were fucking head highs, bro.
No, I'm not complaining.
Jake Turpentine, Jake Terps.
Yeah, Terps,
Jake
I don't know.
Milne.
Terps, I don't know what we're doing.
Tane
Jake.
Turpin, bro. Tane Turpin, motherfucker.
Tane Terps, lad.
Why are you so angry, bro? Did he have his breakfast in the morning?
I think they cut his hair when he was asleep.
What the fuck did they do to this bloke, bro? He was fucking on Terps. He was angry.
He was
seeing 3 cunts in front of him and he's hitting the middle one and he's just getting it wrong every time. And then people were saying he was eye gouging cunts. I'm not fucking buying that eye gouge shit. That was an accident.
Nah, that was an accident.
But
They're over the full called
But
as
then
well.
he nearly knocked the cunt out. Little Turpin, bro.
Yeah, the sin bin was a
He's
sin bin.
B-Tech Reed Money. He's like the combination of Reed Money and Tane Milne.
I want to ask you about Reed Money actually, because bro, last week obviously when they hooked him,
Because I actually think, like,
I
I
feel
was
bad.
watching the game
I
and I
feel
was
so bad,
no.
though.
I was watching the game. Did you see? Because I saw a report that, and I was sort of noticing this during the game, and then I saw the report after, and then I'm sort of
he didn't pass. Was it?
because he's not passing. It looks like he's just passing to Sexton and not Galvin. I think he's like intentionally not passing to.
Nah,
to
I don't
Lachlan
think.
Galvin.
I don't think it's that. I don't
I'm getting that vibe. I was getting that vibe during the game because I'm like, okay, he's going to Toby again. That whole second half,
It was all Toby.
Lachlan didn't touch the ball.
Toby had a
until-
good game, bro.
yeah, all right. But he got all the ball. But, bro, they were both cooking in that first half an hour, bro. Both of them. Bro, Lockie is fucking... He just makes the right decision quickly. Sometimes he's going to make the wrong decision.
course.
And some of his pass execution is a bit dodge. All right? Because sometimes the passes are going too low or whatever. But, fuck, all kids are like that. Burton still throws shit passes sometimes. You know what I mean?
It happens.
But he was fucking good. Really good. And then, all of a sudden, he just didn't touch the ball for 25 minutes straight.
even Wilson got hooked. Like I
Wilson, I don't think Wilson got hooked. I think they just wanted to bring Blake Taff on against his old team.
I don't think so. Do you
But
think they're gonna bring a Blake Taff instead of an actual winger that we have on the team?
I
don't think so. I
He
think-
always puts Blake Taff in the lineup somewhere when he versus Souths.
Yeah, but
I think he just wanted him to get a run, bro, where they weren't going to get wrecked
But
by 50
make
points.
it feel part of the culture, my
Yeah,
friend.
just have a run. He's on the bench. I don't know. This was one of the worst benches I've ever seen in
Yeah,
my
that was
life.
the worst.
But
Fucking
Curtis
horrible.
Morin and Hayes were good.
They held it down, bro.
Turpin and Blake Taff, not really. I don't want to see Blake Taff in this team anymore.
Me too.
I think it's time to just move past Blake Taff. My mates and cousins and uncles that are Souths fans will swear by Blake Taff and defend him forever. I'm not one of
I
those
don't see
guys.
it, bro.
Well, I'm just
I feel like Jai Gray's already better than both of them.
yeah,
or better
I
than
think
him.
so. 'Cause I'm looking at. I will let Josh Papali'i go when we had this cunt, and we could have had Papali'i still or
Over
Sam
this
Rani
guy.
still over this guy. I would have much rather those two.
Yeah, they're more
I just
versatile
don't
too.
see what Blake Taff has anymore. Blake Taff is like Matt Duffy, but a little bit better.
I don't even think he's better.
He's better than Matt Duffy.
Do you think so? Do you agree?
He did make a grand final, bro. But I just don't know why he's in the team anymore, and I just really don't want to see.
Fuck, remember we had
Jake
Matt
Tur-
Duffy? That was.
I don't want to
dark
see
times.
Jake Turpin in this team anymore. I don't think we will see them
I don't
outside
think
of
we will.
Origin. Wallah, I would much rather Drew Hutchison than Jake Turps.
No, if you're gonna bring Jake
Then
Turpin on,
Tane
if
Turpin.
you bring Jake Turpin on, just bring him. Like, where did he play? Cause hooker.
He played hooker or lock. Well, either the
He's
two.
not a
when it-
fucking lock. I seen him with
Cuz,
first or second receiver more than
they're
once.
sm-
Bro. I was
Cuz
pissed
that's
off.
the two smallest forwards of all time on the field, on the bench right there.
Literally, cuz.
Because I watched Curtis Warren and Reggie's last week. It took me like 5 minutes to realize he's not a halfback. Like he's the size of a halfback.
Who?
Curtis Moran, and he's playing in the forwards. I cannot fucking stress to you how much balls and heart that motherfucker has. I will never say a bad word about Curtis
spewing
Moran.
his leaving.
I
Wallah.
love that cunt. I wish we could keep him, but there's just too many guys in ahead of him. And look,
Gas tank.
bro, Sexton was really, really good. I really like because for once he was actually playing what was in front of him and not doing robotic shit.
But you know, I feel like
Robotic shit is the definition of
Kyle
Kyle
Flanagan.
Flanagan. Kyle Flanagan, when he gets the ball, what he's doing is predetermined. No matter what the defense does, he's doing what he predetermined in his head. Toby Sexton often falls under that trap, but this week he was barely doing that.
Well, he looked so
He
good.
was fucking playing what's in front of him. They give him space, he takes the space. But I do think that thing was premeditated because Karaz and everybody around Toby was ready for Toby to run that footy on last. And Karaz was just
That was a
unbelievable,
nice try,
dude.
man.
He was just unbelievable all game. He's going through a lot of pain.
Are we
every
biased?
game,
Are we
dude.
biased, T, or is Kiraz just fucking unbelievable? Wallah, like, give me a little reality check. If I
I've
need
only
one.
been saying for ages he's the third best New South Welshman winger in the comp.
I was biased. I'll tell you where my bias came from. I'm like, they're like Lomax. I'm like, I think Kira should start with Lomax, and they're like, are you crazy? I was like, yeah, I'm crazy, but I gotta stick with my boy.
But I love him, bro.
But it
He's
doesn't
just-
like if he did get picked, you'll be like, Lomax is better. But fuck yeah, let's
He
go.
played
Kira.
center.
be
He
against
played
it.
center this week, and he was gone. He's a better center than Jack.
You know, against the Dolphins, Fred, when we didn't have Kiraz, I know we didn't have Croydon, but wallah, when we
like
didn't have
10
Kiraz,
others, but yeah.
I'm like, fucking hell, that's a big loss because, bro, his yardage, his offloads,
He makes up for what the rest of the forwards lack: offloads and
big
run
yardage,
meters.
he runs
And
hard.
he's like another forward.
But he's a threat in the air too. Like he can score you
Bro,
points.
his
cuz.
offloads recently have been off their nut, bro.
Yeah, crack.
Cause the one against Parramatta was just sorcery, mate. You know what I mean?
I don't know how he got out of that. That
And
was like
then-
Connor Watson in Origin when he's like,
But
is it coming out? Is it coming out?
he threw one again in this game, and Reed Marnie was looking off into the fucking
Yeah, but
chasing
come on, that's
butterflies.
shit pass, bro. You don't do that.
Nah,
stuff,
bro,
man.
it's right there. Dick's like range from you offloading it, and he's fucking looking at the fairies. That's what I think. They're just looking at shit like this. They're
improve on.
nitpicking when it's Reed, but I just don't think the way he plays suits his team anymore, bro.
Yeah,
That's why I think they're off him.
I was
and
telling
he gives
everyone this.
penalties, and he's fucking like they're just off him.
Haram, I feel bad for
Wallah,
him.
he threw a fucking pass to his best pass all night, most accurate pass all night was to fucking Dingo's head.
Yeah, well,
That was funny.
That pissed me off,
That
bro.
was funny. What a
As I
bullet.
tell you, I'm like, end the just score one more. And it hits his head. I'm like, oh, you
Passed
fucking
it to
serious,
Curran's head, bro.
Are you
He knocked
serious?
his headgear off.
I love Curran, bro.
What a sick cunt.
Well,
Thank you for taking the fine, bro.
Yeah. Right, Madison.
I'll pay your fine, lad.
How much is it? You reckon 3
It's at
grand?
2,500.
Ah, 3,000.
3 grand, bro. Fuck me then. What?
We'll do
How many demerit points?
We'll do a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Anything to speak about on the Bulldogs and Souths game quickly before
Man,
we go on to
I'm
Origin?
just very proud of how these boys played. I think today, that first 25 minutes, and it was just a tough team. These boys, we came in undermanned, you know what I mean? And we came in undermanned against the Dolphins and got nicked. And fuck us around, would have been pissed. We came out of the gates on fire, bro, playing fucking proper footy, bro. And I can just tell the difference between having Lachlan and Galvin in the halves. And I just think the boys are just playing heads up footy.
So when
Bro,
Burdo's
Lockie
back-
was really good. And if Burden is
when
back,
Burdo is back, what are
I'm
you gonna
playing
do?
Galvin and Burden together.
And what? Galvin's is your 7?
Yeah.
And then what? You're gonna play Sexton at 9, or you're gonna play Sexton
Reserve
14?
grade, boss. Sorry, boss. What do you want me to do? I gotta have the best interest of the team at heart.
But is that the best interest of the team at heart?
Yeah, especially long term. A guy that's not gonna be there next year.
Okay.
I think.
But based on
I
what
think
you
they're gonna.
just said about Marnie, and you say it looks like he's playing like he's off Galvin, is that in the best interest of the team to keep money in the team?
Well, I think I would like to see Toby at 9 and see how he goes at a full game. I just don't think he can. I don't think long term he'll be very good at 9. I'm worried he'll get found out because the thing is, Parramatta, him playing Toby at 9 is literally. We don't know what the fuck we're doing, so how the fuck is the other team going to know what the fuck we're doing? One of those situations.
He can't out-coach me because I'm not even coaching right now.
It was for 20 minutes, bro. That's a surprise attack, cousin. You know what I mean? But you put fucking money at 9 and they have all week the game plan, and you know what I mean? I feel like if you put Sexton at 9, you have a whole week the game plan. They can exploit something like that because the guy's never played a game of hooker in his life. You know what I mean? Hooker's a tough position to play, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Especially when you're not used to making 40, 50 tackles a game. That shit will gas you the fuck out. Me personally, when I would rather have, Bailey Hayward at 9.
I like Bailey in the team regardless.
Yeah,
bro. When he's on, bro, he looks so much better.
And then
Sexton at lock, maybe.
That's a guy you need to go for.
I'd rather him at lock than fucking.
That's a guy you should.
I'm just trying to fit Sexton in the team. If you can't tell,
He's been playing. He's a good player.
for the rest of the year.
Sexton will go to Cowboys, bro.
He'll
compliment.
He'll go to the Dragons. Never mind, Carl Flanagan's still there.
Wallahi, if I'm them, I'm getting. If I'm used, I'll.
No, they got Atkinson, bro. Where the fuck's Atkinson gonna go? You know
I forgot about that signing.
But the Cowboys, the fucking Parramatta Eels will take Toby.
I think Cowboys will take
I
him.
actually don't think Toby will be there past June 30.
You've done so well to raise his stock up because.
Bye week this week, you never know. Maybe they might make the move.
I actually think he might be gone.
I don't think so.
And right now, his stock will never be higher.
Yeah, well, he had a big game. He played his best. He told everyone, like, look, I'm a proper halfback.
Yeah.
You want to sign me, you sign me.
But again, it's just the competition we're versing is not that good.
I know.
I'm gonna be honest here. Like, we're just versing a team that's not they're missing
well.
all their good players, and they lost fucking players during the game. We're versing a team that's just they're not that good right now. I know we're missing players too. We're missing more than them.
I get what you're saying.
But would we like?
That's the ceiling. That's the ceiling.
My problem with Toby is not when we verse the Rabbitohs. My problem with Toby is when we verse how he performs when we verse the good teams.
Yeah,
He's also a player that's just very safe. That's a very robotic at times. I like Matt Burton was fucking on one against Parramatta Cuz. He was fucking every time I touched the ball, some shit happened.
He ran the ball, bro.
And him and Lachlan, I'm telling you, we're going to be a lot more dangerous in attack. We'll be fine defensively because of the players that are surrounding these guys. Bro.
That's the only sacrifice. Like, that's the only thing I'm looking at. And I'm like, you know what? I get it. Because I feel like to go to the next level and win a premiership and shit like that, because you need to be, like, unstoppable.
Yeah, you need to
and
fucking be able to score against good defenses.
I know. Like, fuck, I love Toby and, bro, I love Marnie too. Like, I know he's pissed us off and shit, but fuck, you just gotta go and win, bro. No one really cares after you win, bro.
And I know that, mate, Sorello's never really been the biggest Toby Sexton fan. He's just the best that he's got right now.
He played Hutchison for so long as well.
Remember,
like, what the hell are you doing?
Over him because he does. There's things that Toby Sexton does that makes Sorello in. But the number one thing, the number one thing that Sorello cares about is getting more ball to the centers. There's a reason why we passed them the ball so early, because we want to get him in the game. Because when there are times where Stephen Crichton doesn't touch the ball for half an hour straight. Yeah. And that's on your halves.
Yeah, that's not good,
And
bro.
he tells them, I'm telling you, he tells them over and over and over again. But Toby Sexton, he plays like he wants the ball a lot, right? He
wants to dictate things.
He wants to dictate things, but he makes bad decisions sometimes with the ball. Because the amount of fucking second tackle grubbers he's made on his line this year and last year make me lose my mind. The right people don't get the ball when they should be getting the ball.
And then last, it's like giving it to a centre.
Because last tackle, his last tackle
Kick
decisions
the ball,
are not
bro.
good.
Kick the ball, you know what I mean?
But there are other things in his game that he does really well. And I just think when we verse good defenses, the points go missing. That's the biggest problem I have with them. The points disappear when we verse good defenses that are fucking disciplined and smart and they defend as a team. And that's why we brought in Lachlan Galvin, because now and long term, he's going to be better at breaking down a set defense than
he's more active anyway. Like Lockie's more of a runner. Like he's going to get everywhere.
He was playing really well, and a lot of people are missing out on what they're overlooking at what he did because Toby got way more touches.
Quick quick predictions on where Toby and Marnie go to. What do you reckon?
You know who needs another hooker? The Dragons.
Probably. Nah, they need to be 35 and plus.
I like Toby, man. I think if you want to think about it.
No, I'm thinking about it.
I think Reed Marnie's going to go to Newcastle. That's what I
Where
think.
does Crossland play?
Fucking lock somewhere. I don't know, bro. But I think he's going to go to Newcastle because I keep hearing that from a few people that I speak to. They really likes it here in Sydney and New South Wales.
Yeah, it's his home now. I was watching
doesn't really want to go back to.
I was watching the party with Mansell that he did, and he's like keen on like staying in Sydney. It's what he sounds like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
But
I
if he
think
wants
I
to stay
think
in Sydney, or does he want to stay in New South Wales?
As in like in
New South Wales,
Yeah.
like Newcastle's still like.
I think honestly, I think both of them will go to the Cowboys. That's what I think.
I think
they need Reece Robson's gone. They need someone, and they're both Queenslanders, bro. And they want someone to complement Deeren. They want someone to be more calm than Deeren, so Deeren can just fucking go crazy.
Because I think.
And I think that's the best move for the Cowboys as well.
How
Wallah.
much better is Toby Sexton compared to Clifford?
I think
They're the
it's-
same level. They're literally the exact
That's-
fucking
no,
same
that-
level.
I want to ask the
But
question.
how long have they been trying Clifford? Is he just fresh? I don't think he's fresh.
they're
I've been
off
seeing him for
fresh.
ages,
He's
bro.
been-
They're
in
off
and out of
Clifford.
Resi's
They
fault.
just
They
throw
just
him
don't
in
like
and
him.
out and in and out.
That's what I mean. They
They
don't,
don't
really
just
wanna,
pick him and
they
leave
don't want
him.
to stick with him. You get me?
What about Sexton to the Broncos?
No.
Of contract this
Nah, that one.
He's gonna sign an extension.
Adam Reynolds is gonna retire at the Broncos.
I can see him going to, fucking like a team like the Toby Sexton could go to. He could go to the Dragons, but he won't. I could
I don't
definitely
think we'll
see
make
him
a play
going
for
to the
him.
Tigers. I could definitely see him going to Newcastle. I could definitely see him going to the Eels. Then the Eels still need to pick a guy up that's going to play next to Moses next year. I think it's either going to be between him and Sandon Smith. Because I think Sandon Smith's going to be the one that makes way
Any
when
chance
Sam
for
Walker
Wishart or
and
no?
DCE comes. Huh?
That's
Any
a
chance
that's
of
a
Wishart?
Dragon signing, bro. Wishart, but he's got Atkinson.
No, Sam Smith's actually good.
No, Sam Smith's a good player, yeah. But
I'm just throwing a name
Who
in
is
the
he
ring.
now? He's no one now. You get me?
Yeah, and I think
He's like Atkinson. He's like that type of player.
yeah, the Raiders.
Probably, yeah. Raiders is probably Fogarty's gone, eh? To Manly.
That
Fuck,
seems
he's
like
probably spewing.
I feel like he could.
But that kid is good, man.
Ethan Sanders, man.
That Ethan Sanders or Saunders.
Because the
look
Raiders
really
are a mad
good, bro.
team, bro. All of that.
Sanders, man. He's
Wallah, I love him.
baby
Raiders are
too.
actually a mad team, bro.
But Toby could be a really good player for him. But like he's never. I don't think he'll ever be a great player for him. You know what I mean? He's gonna be like a Luke Brooks level player where he's just decent.
Honestly, I think he can
But
lead a
even
team eventually. Wallah, I think he can.
Yeah, man. A lot of people think that he leads us. I disagree.
Nah, I don't think he leads
But
us.
but
Not-
he,
not a-
he
not a chance in the world.
organizes us. But I think it's our attack is very easy to organize.
Yeah.
We're not when it's
too many
it's a
strike
simple
options.
it's a simple fucking
Both
it's a
sides
simple
of-
system.
Yeah.
They like to overcomplicate NRL
Pep
attacks.
Guardiola.
We like to overcomplicate our own attack because it's as simple as give the fucking ball to Stephen Crichton and fuck off and support him. It's that simple.
Yeah, he's not a human. He's unbelievable. That Stephen Crichton.
Because we have weapons everywhere, we just sometimes make things harder for ourselves. But that's why Matt Burton is willing to sacrifice his own numbers to get Kickow and fucking Sherry early.
Yeah, he's
ball.
always early. Go.
He's always unselfish. He's like Lonzo, cuz. Just get the ball. I want you to be happy too, cuz.
Yeah.
But I actually prefer that Toby takes a step back and that Matt Burton be more aggressive. And when Matt
When he
Burton
done
was
against
the
Para.
aggressor,
Ah, it was unbelievable.
Parramatta, fucking South Sydney the first game, even though he fucked up half the line breaks that he made, he was making the line breaks and he wanted the ball. When Matt Burton goes looking for the ball and he's aggressive,
Different
he's
story.
fucking off his head.
Boys.
Good win, boys. South Sydney, you tried hard, but another
I just think the ref-
easy win, never in doubt.
I just think the ref tried.
And
My-
80, you fucking, you know what, dogs? Stop taking the fucking 2 when you're up 8. All right, boys. Well, that's pretty much it. Well, we're going to talk about fucking State of Origin still. Forgot about that.
Yeah, State of Origin. I really want to rant on Gordon Tallis, bro. I really just want to give it to him, bro. This Spencer shit that you're talking that.
Because he's fucking rage baiting everybody. Gordon Tallis,
Yeah,
you're
he
my
is.
new.
He
I
is,
love
he
you as a player, and as a punter, he makes me laugh sometimes. But
Hey, you know what's
this
funny?
time-
Joe Johns was telling Hello Sports about it, like how about Gordon Tallis, how he was, and he goes, "Just watch." Joe Johns goes, "Just watch them on Fox League." When Gordon Tallis doesn't like something, like the camera's not even on Gordon, but you can tell by the journo. He's shitting bricks.
well, yeah, because I'll be laughing because he makes this.
Who?
Go-
So someone's here.
Where? Downstairs?
You can hear footsteps.
That was my first
Nah, no one's here, bro.
Fucking wigging out then.
Fuck, man, he's wigging out big time.
Wigging
Cuz,
out,
you know,
eh?
there's something about Gordon Tallis, bro. When he fucking is angry, he makes his face, and I just laugh.
Yeah,
when
his
I see
eyes
it.
go like that. It's so funny, bro.
It's like fucking the fire gets ignited in him again. You know what I mean?
He's oh,
It's like Johnny Lawrence, bro. But he makes his face. I can't fucking stop laughing when he makes the face. But this bloke is trying. They're rattled, cuz.
Yeah, they are rattled.
Queensland are fucking rattled.
They really, really are rattled.
And they made decisions and choices with their lineup that show they're fucking rattled. They abandoned pick and stick, and they used to make fun of all of this shit. All of what we used to do, they used to make fun of it. They abandoned pick and stick, and they adopted the pick the dick strategy.
Because you know
by
what?
picking
Why did
Ezra
we used to
Mam.
pick and stick? We used
As
to pick
they
and
would
stick
be-
because
they
look who
would-
we're up against, bro.
They picked Ezra
Look,
Mam.
Cooper
cuz.
Cronk, like Cooper Cronk, Lockyer, Billy Slater, fucking Greg Inglis, Israel Folau. Who else did you have? Thurston. Like, what? Of course, I'm gonna chop and change until I try and beat this team.
Yeah, but cuz we would lose game one and then flip half the team. I
Yeah,
was going
we'd
through our
make
old
7
lineup.
changes,
Cuz
bro.
we'd pick like Michael Wayman and Cade Snowden and fucking Trent
Snowden.
Barrett. Cuz there was one year we had fucking Kurt Gidley. We tried to pick and stick.
did he play
We
half?
got rid of Kurt Gidley and put him on the bench, and he was our captain in 2013 or some shit.
Ooh, I laughing stock, bro.
Because it was 1 week, I think it was 2011. We went in round, or 2010, we went in round one, the game one, with fucking Jamie Lyon at 6, fucking Cade Snowden, like all these NPC players. And then in game 2, the fucking entire team was changed.
different, yeah.
What they did this week. And they used to make fun of us for it. And now this Origin, they've done it. They've picked the dick in fucking Ezra Mam. I don't even know why the fuck he's even here.
You spoke about that last week,
Hated
T.
fucking Ezra Mam. That's pissing me off.
Honestly, wallah, like,
0 demerit points.
like you know, people told me like, yeah, but the law didn't do, yeah, the law. Bro, 1 sec, bro. What do we do? Like, do we just throw like common sense out of the building?
There's a
cuz?
law, then there's morals.
Yeah, there's a
right?
law and there's morals.
I feel like both failed. Like,
But
the law is
Queenslanders
the
have
law.
no morals anyway. To go and pick like Billy Slater like talks as if he's someone that's, you know,
On high moral ground.
I was a moral guy, and he's a nice guy. Like everyone that talks about him is a nice guy, this that. But he was a dirty player, cuz
Yep.
he used to jump up with his studs in your faces and everything.
He's to slide in
Right?
with his knees.
He used to slide in with his knees. He used to hit people high. He was a
kicked
dirty
David
player.
Clement in the head.
Yeah,
David
but-
Clement never recovered after that, bro. He's still got the shin, the fucking stud pattern in his head.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Like you can be that kind of player, whatever. You're gonna get your day. But and then as a coach, like we used to look at Queensland. Like I used to look at Queensland and be like, "Wow, what a team, bro! Like what Queensland? They're a good team. Queensland spirit. No respect for nothing. Cause to pick Ezra Man, I actually he's not even in the team, is he? He's
Yeah,
just on
he's
the.
like 18th man.
What are they trying to do? Discipline
I
him?
wouldn't be surprised if he makes the 17.
Yeah.
I don't think the team that's been named
Is the full team.
that's
Same.
gonna
That's
play.
gonna be.
I think Kurt Mann's starting hooker.
Yeah, I think so.
That's
too.
what Gus. That's what I'm not. It wasn't my idea. I just seen Gus say it, and I'm like,
Well, I think
Makes
they're
sense.
gonna because Harry Grant's starting. I don't think he's won.
they never won a game. Yeah, he's never
Well,
won a
it
game.
doesn't look
Starting.
as impactful when he starts a game, bro. I hope he starts. But fuck me dead if they don't. If they start Kurt Mann at hooker, they're gonna get belted because Kurt Mann, 32-year-old hooker in Origin, is fucked. That's actually why are you subjecting him to that shit? I don't think he's ever played hooker like properly. Like he's fucking been.
He's a hard cunt. He's a Zalem,
Well,
but because
fucking
Origin's
shit,
different, bro.
cuz
Origin's
what the
different.
fuck are you doing to this poor cunt, bro? Why are you gonna put him in that situation? He's bro. Kurt Mann is not good when he starts. Kurt
better
Mann,
off impact.
because those and I fucking had this argument with Mitch the other day, but like Kurt Mann, he nitpicked the 2 games that we went fucking big or losing big, and then Kurt Mann came off. And then Bailey Hayward came on, and we started coming back,
look
right?
better, yeah.
But Kurt Mann, when he comes off the bench, just demolishes everybody, bro. Because his skill set just suits coming off the bench
That
so
skill
well.
against Para.
Cause he nicked fucking Jermaine Hopgood. He made Jermaine Hopgood look like
sent him for
Jermaine
fries.
Hop bad.
He sent him for fries. Fries. Nah, man, listen.
But,
Well, let's speak about Origin. Let's get into the teams.
Let's speak about
Mate,
Origin,
my
bro.
2 cents, cuz I don't know how you'd even pick Ezra Man. I know I'm a bit late. You spoke about this last week, but I don't know how you'd pick him, number 1. Number 2, what the fuck is Chandler done to Billy? Like, what's he doing to Billy under the
got
table?
Newcastle.
Is he touching his fucking balls under the table? What are you doing, cuz?
Cuz.
You know, Fred.
Do
You know,
you
Fred.
know the other thing-
I've never watched Chandler. I actually think he's an NPC.
No.
I don't see anything. One sec, cuz. I don't see any. You know, when I watch Keon Klomatangi, and he's not spoken about enough. I know it's Blues and we have a good team. But when I watch him, I'm like, fuck, he's mad, eh? When I watch the players in our team that didn't make the team, I'm like, you know what, man? This guy's starting for him. He's from Melbourne, or whatever. I don't see anything good in him, cuz. Wallah, I don't. I actually don't. Bo Fermor. How do you pick Bo Fermor? He's not picked, yeah?
He's the only one I'm scared of, bro.
Cuz he's...
And he didn't get picked.
And guess what? And he plays for Titans and they're bottom of the table. And every week someone's talking about Bo Fermor, how good he was this week. Get him in Supercoach.
Yeah.
Fucking this. That, I know it's not all about Supercoach, but... what the fuck is... Because Wahyat, I actually trips me. I'm so happy they picked
Bo
Trent Learo.
Firma's playing next
And I hope
to
Trent Learo
NPCs.
scores a try too. And it's like Chris Paul cuts the 3. Oh, that's what I hope.
Cuts
Whatever.
the lead to
Cuts
43,
to 40,
bro.
43.
Because Trent Learo, because if you watch Trent Learo, it gets worse sometimes.
I put
The
him
game
in my
against
bottom.
I have
Canberra.
nothing against him. Wallah, I have nothing
The
against
game
him.
against Canberra.
You know why? Because I don't know who the fuck he is.
The game against Canberra, Wallah, I'm telling you, he blew 6 penalties and
I,
they
I,
lost the game.
that's the only reason, Fred.
But
I'm not lying to you. Yeah?
He's lost them more games than he's helped win them.
It's the only reason why I know him. It's
I
because of
would
that game.
rather Jack Howard in the... Fuck me dead. I would rather Jack Howard than Trent Learo. Jack Howard is someone from Melbourne that I would have picked him. I think he's in the extended squad. But he's a good player.
He is.
And he's
He's
really
talented.
sound
He's something
defensively. He's hard working because you should have seen how good he was when he was young, bro.
As if they didn't pick Papa Lee as well. Did they pick Papa Lee?
Papa Lee, he's retired
I
from
didn't give a
rep
fuck,
football.
cuz. I didn't care. Pick him. Wallah, pick him.
Cuz, what do you mean? pick
I
him?
didn't care, cuz. Play 15 minutes.
He's-
You need someone that has balls, cuz. They got no balls.
He said no.
Okay, if he said that, then I respect
He's
it.
retired from rep football, bro.
Doesn't matter, cuz. Tap him in his shoulder. Pick him again.
Because it's not
What I'm
Josh
trying to
Morris
say-
and Jack White.
What I'm trying to say is, cuz, he's got... you need
Just
balls.
pick him, bro. Just pick him. Who cares?
I'm for New South Wales, yeah, but like...
Just
I-
get him in because I
just-
saw him kick a field goal.
But I get it. He would at least give them some
No, but
heart
he'll give
and
him
energy.
balls, cuz. Give him something, cuz. You know what, bro? I'm a fan of the game, cuz. I love Origin. I don't want to... I know we're good and shit. And like, I want to say us built him 100%.
We're
But
gonna
I want to
go.
fucking say
Do
something
you, do you
from them,
think we're
cuz.
getting ahead of ourselves?
No.
Because I just
No,
have
wallah,
shades
I
of,
don't.
I just keep getting shades of 2020.
I was here a couple
and-
games ago.
and
Last
every
year, if Suey didn't knock the cunt out, Reece Walsh, we're sweeping them last year.
Cuz listen.
And we're going to sweep them again this year.
Say, I'm the most paranoid supporter ever, right? When we play good, I don't think we played good. That's how I am. That's how I am in every sport I watch. But you know when he said it to me, he's like, they've scored 2 tries or something in the last
2 real tries.
They've
against
scored 2
Bostock
real
13.
tries. And like, I'm like, okay. What the fuck, guys? Let's be real. There's something wrong. And when they beat us with Brenko Lee and Edric Lee, whatever, come on, cuz. I think like,
They had Wayne.
I didn't care who they had. I still think that was gypped, cuz. I think they did
that,
something.
that stays in my memory.
never
bro.
leaves
Wayne.
me.
That never leaves me. Like,
Never
it's-
leaves me, cuz.
It's
You know that
Wayne.
try in the corner? I never
Yeah.
answer it. Ever.
If they had Billy Slater, would they have won?
No.
No.
It's Wayne.
Yeah, but it's Wayne, cuz. I know, cuz. But at the same time, like, we just
It's
let him
Wayne.
win. We let him win, cuz.
Because if we don't turn
It's
up,
Wayne.
they could win the game. That's
Yeah,
and
of
guess
course.
what?
Those are the type of things that
Yeah,
get through
alright.
my head.
But we're not going to turn up. We're going to turn up and then some, bro.
I think we didn't
'Cause
even
this-
turn up properly in game 1.
Brother,
I think game 1, cuz we
The
had
problem-
Suncorp, this, that, like, you know, we should have fucking put 40 on them. They were shit in game 1.
he said that. See? Yeah, all right. They should have put 40 on them.
We should have
But-
put 40 on them.
Yeah, I know we should have put 40 on them. And guess what?
That's
We're
Origin.
going to now. Because we had to make a change. Because somebody wanted to be theatrical and fucking milk a penalty and injure himself for 6 weeks. We got to
I
change.
heard you love his agents. We got to change. Jerome Law is
Anyway,
in now.
mate, Jerome Law is in
I'm very
now.
happy with it.
What did he say? He said what he says to me when we play League of Legends. He's got that, I'm that dog.
What did I say to you? We started off the episode with what? I want to see something in Origin. I want to see
Yeah,
some fire,
you wanna
cuz.
see some
You know
fire?
who's going to bring it, cuz? That Jerome Law.
Jerome Law,
He's
mate.
going to say you're all dogs. What he's going to
Yeah,
do?
what are you going to do?
Oh, yeah? You're a dog.
Go to
And you're a
work.
dog. And you're a dog. You're a dog. Hey, New South Wales fans. I know you're a fan. Go to work, brother.
That
That was the best.
Because we got a guy who's going to be more hungry than ever because he's been playing with NPC outside backs for the last fucking 15 weeks.
He's
bro.
feeding
And you want to know what
Cuz
he
he's
knows?
like, cuz fun, he's cuz
And he wants that jersey.
Laurie
because-
Daly. Laurie
he does,
Daly
he
would have
does.
called, hey Jerome, it's Laurie, I'm in.
Yeah, bruh. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, send it. I'm
I'm
coming.
on, my flights are booked.
Because let's be
hang
honest,
on.
like Moses got his jersey spot off last year's form. So do you think if Jerome plays well game 2, game 3?
No, but you know what? I think Moses got picked because he's the best. He's the second best halfback or whatever you want to.
We've
However
never
you wanna
had
rank
those
it.
two healthy at the same
Yeah.
time.
And
Yeah,
like
that's
we
true.
looked at Queen, you look at Queens and you're like, fuck, they had this guy and that guy. You know, we can make it work. Bang bang. But cause
It
like
did work.
It did
but
work.
They were coming like you could see the chemistry wasn't there because they hadn't played too much there, and Mitch is playing on the left side. You know what I mean? And there was
No, it did work.
was
Nathan
fi- it
was
worked
the
great.
organizer.
But
Mitch was the
we
runner.
we had a lot of ball, and it just wasn't as the left side wasn't as fluid as the right side, bro. All right, Queensland's Queensland. We're giving a lot of credit to Robert Toyer, and he did do a good job. But now it's all going to change because Jerome Luai, he fucking knows how to
Loves
play
the left.
with Latrell Mitchell, and he knows how to fucking play with Bizza,
And he loves
he
the
knows
left.
how to play with Nathan Cleary, and he fucking knows what he's doing. He fucking belongs here. This is out and out his spot. And what we lacked in attack to put him away last Origin, it's gonna happen again.
People forget he
It-
broke
it's
game.
sorry, it's not gonna.
People forget he broke game 3, cuz.
He broke open game 3. I have to remind this bloke when he wants to surrender a League of Legends game. I'm like, cuz, why the fuck are you surrendering against these 15-year-olds, brother? You broke open game. You broke open game 3 in Suncorp after 65 minutes when nobody else scored. Why the fuck do you want to surrender?
I just feel like picking Jerome, obviously, it's easy pick. Like, if he goes down, because if he picked him first, no one would have said it. It would have been like, it's all right.
no one would've been better than
The
Marlon.
rugby league gods have stepped in, brother, and they've said, mate, you want some fire? You want us to put him away? Here you go, brother. Jerome Luai, I think if we had him last game, we would have put him away. As I think Mitchell Moses is a little bit of a better player, and I fucking love Mitch.
I love Mitch
But
too.
we would have put him away with Jerome because we had momentum, and when Jerome Luai has momentum, he's fucking dangerous.
He's
man.
unbelievable, bro.
He's so fucking dangerous, and everybody around him gets the ball.
I just want to be, cuz I just want excitement. I just want to,
can't-
wallah, I
wallah.
just want to be G'd up. And I'll never forget, like, I'm going to tell my kids about Jerome Lawyer standing over DCE. Like, Alan Iverson stood over whoever that was.
Tyronn Lue, bro.
Whatever it was, cuz I don't know, I don't care. But that's what I want to see, cuz. That's Origin, bro.
And
I don't know
that's
this.
what-
And you know what, Gordon, tell us. I know you're rage banning us, and I'm gonna fall for it, cuz. I'm gonna fucking fall for it, right? Right? Listen, 80 minutes, he doesn't start, bro. Who cares? You still bitched it, all of you.
What
Yous
fucking
all-
forward
one
plays
sec.
80 minutes?
No, 1 sec. You all bitched the whole team. Lindsay Collins, all these big boys that he's had, all bitched it. All right, and you can say they didn't, and brother, you never kicked it to him. And I didn't care about Smart. No one cares about Smart, cuz. Yeah, it's Origin. Everyone wants to see, like, in the end of the day, wallah, 2025 Origin, it's gonna be known as Queensland with bitches.
Tom and Eddie.
You know when
asked
Ben Cray
Andrew-
ran? Ben Cray that
Yeah.
ran? That's like that's in my mind. And that's in my mind. No, don't kick it to
Cuz.
Spencer. He's angry. And you know what Spencer was doing on the sideline, cuz, before it? I think Connor Watson was laughing his ass off. Like, Spencer's like, fuck yeah, to the Queenslanders. Like, he's G'ing them up, you know what I mean? Cuz that's Origin, cuz. Do it. What he's doing.
He gets it.
Yeah, and he's a
He
nutter.
gets it.
Joey John
Cuz,
said it the
wallah.
best. He's missing fucking screws. And that's what Origin is.
And Joey John said it the best. The old they asked him would the Queensland that you have kicked it to Spence, and he
Cuz they
said
would've
yes.
kicked him every
And he
time.
said, are they rattled? Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Andrew John said that they're fucking rattled because they are rattled. Because they didn't kick the ball to him because the guy was speaking to himself like a fucking schizo. Like a Unky J, bro. The cunt was fucking yelling at himself. Hey, fuck.
Bloody bitches
Cuz-
this day. He was losing
They
it.
kicked it to Max King, and Max King fucking bitched them.
Yeah, he put it on all of them.
What
bro.
a fucking sick cunt, Max
I love
King.
Maxi King. Shout out Jacob Preston as well.
Hey,
Called in today to
Called
the,
in today, yeah, because Keon fractured
Keon
his
hurt
face.
himself. I don't understand that. What are they calling him in for?
Because Keon's injured.
I know, but like, well, he's not going to play, is he?
Yeah, but if
Is he
somebody
like-
else gets injured, you need to
They
have
can
someone
bring him
there.
in. Okay, okay.
Need someone that knows the game.
And
No, it was
he
actually a
wants
genuine-
him
well,
in
that was a
the-
genuine
he wants him in
question.
the camp.
I was a genuine
He wants
question.
him in the camp.
He's gonna play
Because
Origin at
he
some
was
point.
going to play game 1. Well, borderline was going to play game 1.
Preston, yeah? Fuck yeah, I would.
He'll be there in the future. And Matty Johns, you know what Matty Johns said? After, because they interviewed
They had him on a potty, yeah.
No, they interviewed him after the game yesterday. They said,
okay, yeah.
I don't think he's just going to be the future Dogs captain or the future Blues captain. I think he's going to be the future captain of
Wow.
Australia.
That's big, cuz.
Which is fucking cracked.
That's big, bro.
I know Mark, mate, his dad would have loved to have heard that, bro.
Oh, we
from-
got to get
from
him
Matty
back on,
Johns.
bro. Wallah, we got
I'd
to
love
get
to get
Preston
him,
back
but
on.
fuck me, Dad. When we got him, we were down in the dumps, cuz when he was talking about, oh, we're going to come to 2024, we're going to be good. Yeah,
We were just
cuz
like,
I-
He actually said it.
Well,
Yeah,
he-
but
He
you know
actually
what?
said, he
I
said
don't-
back us. I don't know what else I can.
I don't know if I fully
You know what,
believe
T?
him.
Shane Flanagan say some shit too sometimes. I don't know who to believe anymore.
I wanted to believe him, but I don't know. My heart just didn't fully believe him.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
didn't believe him.
I'm sorry for fucking doubting.
But you know what? But
Hey,
like,
get that clip up. You need to get that
we
clip
need to
up.
get that
Yeah,
clip
bro
up.
was fucking. He
When
spoke
he
into
literally
existence.
said, he said, "Believe in us. We'll be back next season."
Yeah, fucking oath we
And
were.
well, yeah, you were
Because
back
of
the
you,
next
mate.
year.
You fucking sick cunt.
Honestly, like, yeah, he deserves that big rap in Origin. Boys, quickly, just quick stuff before we wrap up. We've done an hour.
We got to do our predictions.
Yeah,
though.
so scoreline predictions, try scorers, man of the match, bold take, player to watch. Let's go. Scoreline predictions for Game 2 Origin. Talk to me.
42, because Queensland going to score points.
40-2.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's crazy. I'm not even going that balls.
No, brother, I'm fucking mate.
And my man of the match, he was a bit too quiet for my liking in game 1. It's time.
It's
wake
time
the
to
beast
rise,
up.
lads.
It's time.
Can we
You,
say it at the same
yeah.
3, 2, 1. Latrell
Latrell
Mitchell. Ebony and Ivory, motherfuckers.
I was gonna say Josh Arakab. Your predictions?
Brother, I'm actually going to go 38-0. I don't see them scoring, and we just fucking wreck them in Perth. They can't score against the said defense, bro. They can't score against
They will only
I
score
hope- I
against
hope-
us if we get a Sin bin.
Sin bin.
I hope nothing happens, cuz. I hope we're all right.
38-0.
But wallah,
brother.
you want my honest opinion. If it's actually what we're... It's not... Forget, like...
Because when they
spirit,
scored, we switched off.
Yeah, let's just talk about team to team.
Yeah.
Team to team. Wallah, I'm looking at 52-4. That's what I'm...
Could
No,
be-
I'm not even fucking joking, cuz.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at big game from Latrell. But if it doesn't go that way, if it goes Queensland, if Queensland have a bit of bailout on them and they kick the Spencer in the 76th minute because he only plays 4 minutes apparently, right? I think it'll be 36 to like 8 or something.
Bro, I think Latrell Mitchell
think
will
we'll just
score.
tap out.
Here's the
Not
thing.
only will he score,
yeah.
he's going to score the first try. Latrell Mitchell will be first try.
Here's the thing
scorer, bro.
about Queensland. I can't see at their best,
Three
with
tries.
this team
Can you say
scoring
three
more
tries?
than 2.
Can you
say-
Three.
I can't say
I
three
can't see
tries.
them scoring more than 2. I
Yeah.
can see us scoring 3 in the first half.
And,
Easily.
bro, we have to be very rattled to lose this game.
Because that first 20, it's going to be 18-0.
All right,
Cleary
boys.
will kick all the goals.
Man of the match.
Latrell Mitchell.
Chomit, yeah, we said the same.
Yeah.
We said the same time. Yeah, Chomit.
This one will be Jerome.
He was too quiet in game
He's
1.
playing next to
He
Jerome,
was
bro.
too quiet in game 1.
Because Jerome has been...
I'm gonna get
winning.
Nathan. I'm gonna get Nathan
He's
Cleary,
going to
bro.
take that personally.
I'm gonna get Nathan Cleary straight out. That's what I think.
I think who was man of the match game 1? Payne Haas. I think he should have gone to Nathan.
Yeah, he was a good, very good Nathan.
I
Cleary.
think that the goal kicking skewed.
Yeah.
Bold
fucking-
take, boys. Any bold takes?
Yeah, we're going to shut him out.
Yeah.
Is Trent? One sec, quickly, because I'm gonna
I
rage.
got one.
Yeah.
Is Trent Liera starting?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say Trent Liera
My
to play
bold
6.
take,
He's
DC.
starting for Carrigan.
My bold take is.
That's the first 20. The game's going to be over.
is just
Sorry,
processing, yeah.
Sorry, T.
My bold
This is
take.
Damien Cook at centre. I did that one on purpose.
That was a good one, but
Seen it twice, eh?
go T, go.
Bold take, DC. He'll be back in for game 3.
Yeah, they'll send him off. They give him a nice clap off.
Nah, they specifically
Fuck your
said...
talk. What's it? What are they saying? Basketball.
They specifically said his origin career is over. Not he didn't get selected. They
Way to
specifically
go to
said-
treat her a Queensland legend.
Yeah, and then there was a the fucking Hello Sport Boys put a fucking
Post
put
up.
a post up with like the Queensland team carrying a coffin, and I was like the insinuation that it was DCE, and I said, brother, the coffin's not long enough to hold his neck.
That's Chico. Listen, what was your thing? Say sorry.
Yeah, I said bold
They
prediction.
said to be back.
DC he'll be back game 3. That's my bold prediction. If it's bold, it's something we don't think will happen.
We're gonna shut him out.
Bold prediction, like bold take.
Clean sheet, cuz.
What, nil?
Nil.
Wow. Clean and 3-0.
3-0, and they're not scoring next game.
Well, you know what I was gonna say if Trent Liera wasn't starting, I was gonna say Trent Liera to play like 4 minutes.
No, Trent's going to get me. He
I know,
played
I
a
know.
lot of minutes the last game.
I'm just talking shit, but I just
Yeah,
want to
he
be a hater.
plays a lot of minutes. That's why we're gonna win.
Do you
2-0.
know why else I think we're going to win? Because I don't know why Ruben Cotter's playing on an edge. I spoke about this last week, but the pack just makes no sense to me.
And how do you
scared.
start?
Cotter
I
is
think
not
he was,
an edge. He's not an edge back rower. He's not. He can play there, but
he's not that,
one.
and especially in Origin, because in Origin, like wallah, and I'll
Do
go
you know
again.
who I was scared of in Origin? Fafita.
Yeah.
Fafita was
Where is
scary.
he?
And Vo Firma.
Where is he?
He's not
I'm
even in-
scared of
he's not
players
even in
who-
Titans.
I'm scared of players that have X factor, players that are big, players that are mobile, and players that just can
Got
pull
balls.
shit out of
Got
their
balls.
ass.
Yeah, like
Munster.
Coates and
Munster.
Nanai and Munster.
Yeah, like why is Nana on the bench? Like I know he might actually play, but again, why is he on the bench?
I don't think. I think Carrigan's starting wallah.
I think Carrigan and
'cause
Nana will
actually-
start.
Cable's starting.
I think so. That's from the team that's been
Who?
released. Yeah, from the team that's been released, yes, but I don't think that's the team that's gonna start.
Every time I hear K-Paul, I die, cuz wallah.
I like K-Paul too.
No,
That's
fuck,
the
I don't
thing.
like him.
I like him.
I like K-Ball. I don't care about this missed tackle stat, right?
I'm not even caring about him.
But cause why the fuck is he starting? The best thing about K-Ball is that
Where's
you
he starting,
off the-
Senna?
Off,
Let me pull out the
fucking
team.
second row.
I'll pull out the named team right now. Joey, do you have
Joe,
it
can
quicker
you
than
go
me?
off the team, bro?
That's fucking funny, bro. If
I think
K-Ball's
this whole team will
starting,
change.
if K-Ball's starting back row, that's fucking stupid.
'Cause you know-
the best thing about him is he's fucking a solid center too, and they don't have any center coverage on this team if someone gets hurt besides Kurt K-Ball. So logically, you just bring him off the bench.
Currently, Cable is starting.
Yeah.
And Trent Leo.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying. They're playing because Carrigan
Nah,
and
they're
Nanai
not-
are coming off
Cause
the bench.
they're not gonna
Come
follow-
on,
you know
bro.
what's crazy?
Come on.
Carrigan, Nanai are coming off the bench, and our bench is still way better.
I don't even know, bro. My bold take is, I don't even know what to say anymore,
They're
bro.
parking the bus. John Obi McKell, they got 6 John Obi McKell starting the game.
You know what? If they had podcasts back when we were back in school, they'd be cooking us the way we're cooking them right now.
Yeah.
Bro, this was the other way around, cuz.
No, cuz-
We'd be getting fucking shafted.
Cuz, but wallah, like, come on.
They're gonna
bro.
pick Jake Terps.
Yeah,
It's
they
the
should
game
pick him.
3
They should pick him.
for some aggression.
They should pick him, bro. My bold take is, actually, wallah, I don't even know because it's so simple. Like it's so there. I don't know. Queensland to score a try. That's a bold take. That's a good bold take, Fred. Players to watch for each team. Just give me one.
Brother, Latrell.
The Trill. I'll probably go.
And our centers are
place
gonna
to
kill
watch?
theirs,
Yeah.
bro.
I want to straight out. I'm gonna mention Angus Crichton, bro. I just feel like
Place
he's a
to
fucking
watch.
dog, bro. He's a dog.
My favorite, unsung hero, just goes about
Zach
his
Lomax.
business. No.
No.
Just goes about his business. Big curly hair. Always gets in Mustard's face, and I'm here for it. I'm always here for it. Good old Liam.
Hey, Liam's a killer, bro.
Yeah. All right, I love him and Monster and
He's the
everyone
best, yeah,
because every time.
Hey,
he
and you
gets
know in the
to-
photos, have you seen them in the like when they do like the before the game photos? They're like sick cunts and shit. After Orange, like, fuck you, dog. Players to watch. So you got Liam Martin.
Yeah.
And you got who's the Queenslander? You said.
Queenslander
Yeah.
played Trent Leo.
Well, I'm gonna be watching him.
Yeah, you'll fall asleep.
Oh, imagine he scores first try.
Well, I'll die.
Wallah,
Imagine
wallah,
that.
I'll cry. if that
How
happens.
hilarious.
There'll still be
would that
40 points after
Yeah.
that.
There'll be a gentleman's sweep, mate.
Fred, player to watch.
I'll go Jerome Luai because this is a game that will open up for him, I think, and he's up against Spud defenders. It's going to be a lot of fun. And for Queensland, honestly, player to watch. I'm joking. Cam Munster because he's captain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll probably say Cam Munster or Harry Grant. I feel like Harry Grant's still a threat, bro.
you
Straight
want me
up.
to
If
do
he's
my
starting,
serious
he's
player to
actually
watch?
Gary Grant.
My serious player to watch. Deedon.
That could be a smoky as well. I forgot.
Yeah.
I even forgot he
Yeah,
existed.
I think Deedon. If there's, I know how good Deedon is.
And
I
something
think-
about Queensland, they're giving him a go.
Yeah,
like, if
I
we-
just feel like if there's anyone that's gonna stand up for him, it's gonna be Deedon.
Him and Munster.
He leads with defense, bro. That's what I love about Deedon, and he's gonna be on that. I'd assume he's gonna be on that their right side.
Yeah, he might be on the left. I think my left's more of Munster.
Yeah, I think I'm keen to see how he goes.
I'm probably gonna go. I had someone in mind, bro.
Trent Nero.
I think Stephen Crichton.
Yeah, I think so too.
Stephen Crichton's gonna be a player I'd love to watch. And I actually want to watch. I think Ezra, because actually think Ezra Mann's gonna play, but I want to watch probably Munster because there's no one else I can go past him or Harry Grant. There's no one else.
Because he's gonna Ezra. Remember, if he steps on the field, that's gonna be the loudest boo in NRL history. He's gonna the Queensland teams and the Blues teams gonna be booing him.
Because I spoke about racism. Shut up. Shut up,
lad.
Shut up, lad. Shut up.
Mention my name in your tweets.
Shut up.
Homeboy said he's better than me.
Shut up.
Also,
Nah. We never spoke about that, but that riled me up so much. There's nothing I hate more than playing the victim.
Boys.
And because of my color of skin, I can go with the bloke.
Accountability,
And I love
boys.
this.
Accountability.
this.
Because wallah, I don't even want to
Accountability.
I don't want to get into that
Are we
topic.
I know you don't want to get into it, but I can get into it.
No, as in like I don't want to get into it because not like that.
Give it air.
I can give my opinion, but as in like I'm just so sick of
So
like the
stupid.
Broncos are just wallah. They're just dumb, cuz they're
Accountability.
more worried about Reece Walsh punching his mate with a boxing fucking thing than a bloke using
they
being a victim to someone that literally like what are you doing, cuz? You know what I mean?
They lost all credibility when they got rid of Tapau, or however you say.
No, that was long, but Ezra, man.
I know with the Ezra, but that was just the nail in the coffin.
That was like, okay,
That-
we know where you are.
Everyone went, all right,
it's
like the
impacted
Ezra,
how they play.
everyone went, the Ezra, all right, you didn't handle that well. You could have done better.
Can you imagine Ezra, man? Like, you know, players. Because this is the last thing we'll do before we go into tips here. You know, players sometimes like, like, you see the Bulldogs. They go to Greenacre Tigers. They hang up with the kids.
Yeah.
They're all playing. Preston. Can you imagine taking Ezra, man, to like a junior thing? Cuz?
Can't at the moment.
What are you gonna do,
And
cuz?
this is what I've
And then someone's
this
gonna
is-
drive
I like him, Dad. Yeah. Like, what are you
And
gonna
this
say,
is what I've
cuz?
been
someone's
banging
gonna
on
drive
about
him
for the
there as
last.
well.
Someone's gonna.
The thing I've been banging on about the last years with Ezra, the smartest thing to do would have just to take him out of footy for a year, just play him, get him playing Regis.
And then I fucking hate.
Because
I hated that
time
photo of
makes
him on a
people
job site.
forget.
I hate that photo of him on a job site. Was he on? It was a photo of him on a
Yeah,
job
they
site.
made him do 2 weeks.
I'm like,
whatever
get
it
the
was,
fuck
bro.
out of here, bro. I'm a tradie, cuz. Don't show me that shit. I don't want to see that shit, lad.
This is a fucking expensive labourer, bro.
Yeah. Boys, round.
Max King is going to be starting for this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
even need
I
to talk
thought
about
that was
it.
going to happen in game one.
Because I don't
This is
want
where he
to
should
talk
be.
about Maxine. You know why, cuz? Because he just does it, cuz. It's just normal, cuz.
Everybody knows now. We told them they didn't want
We
to
let 'em-
listen. Now he fucking showed them with his play.
I was hearing Blake Laurie. Anyway, boys,
Yeah, Blake Laurie, 80.
on the
Blake
20th
Laurie.
of June, West Tigers will play Canberra Raiders. I need your tips.
Hey, Campbelltown's losing.
West
Raiders
Tigers?
13 plus.
I'm going to go
Sorry,
Raiders
bro.
13 plus. No
Yeah,
Luai.
second
I don't think
that.
And
Luai's
under
back.
19's Origin on Thursday. I can't to watch that. I can't wait to watch Michi, bro.
Michi Woods. T.
Raiders 13 plus.
I'm going to go Raiders 13 plus. Warriors and Penrith. I think Penrith, bro.
I think Warriors, bro. 1 to 12.
They're playing in
Blacks
a
is
while. They're
going
playing in
all
New
the way to
Zealand.
New Zealand
Suey,
to get nicked.
they're resting all the Origin players.
Yeah,
What?
Cleary came out.
Oh, they
Yeah.
can't fly to New Zealand.
Yeah, he goes. They're just. It's
So
just too
Cleary's
much.
going to be out. And,
Warriors.
they're resting
Yeah,
them all
Martin.
because who do they verse next week?
Us, of course. Everyone needs a rest against us. Warriors 13 plus.
Yeah, Warriors 13 plus.
1 to
Oh,
12.
1 to 12.
Yeah, I can smell it. I can see it.
Yeah.
The Dolphins and Newcastle.
Is that Perth, by the way?
Fuck off. Huh?
Mate, if
I'm
the
going to go
don't
Dolphins
put
13
50
plus.
The
No,
Dolphins
no. They defend all right.
Nah, if the Dolphins don't put 50 plus,
I'm actually going to go Dolphins 1 to 12.
I'm going Dolphins 13 plus.
I reckon the Dolphins are gonna score 40 points at least.
Because Tom Yum Super is going to be playing on the wing, I reckon.
South Sydney, Melbourne.
Melbourne by like 40. I'm sorry, they have no one. They have no one, wallah.
I don't mind it, bro. I think
Yeah.
by 40 because, bro, we could have just kept going.
Like,
but
I got in on Melbourne 13 plus at $2.10 today, before the lineups got announced.
Yeah,
Because that's gonna be like $1.50.
So
When
Melbourne
the lineups
13,
get
Melbourne 13. Yeah, I don't.
$1.28 now.
It's $1.28 now.
$1.28.
Yeah, I got in at $2.10, bro.
Fred woke up and went.
Bro, as soon as
Investments.
I saw fucking Jai Gray out, Kaloma Tungi out, Buddy Sullivan out, but that's probably a good thing. Like, Josh Schuster's going to play this week. I'm telling you he's going to play.
All right, boys. Broncos, Cronulla.
Oh, that's so hard.
Oh my
I'm
God.
actually going to back the Broncos here.
Where is it at?
Suncorp.
Broncos 1 to 12.
Yeah, Reece Walsh, Adam Reynolds, Ezra Mann will probably play as well.
I think Ben Hunt's also meant to come back this week.
I think Benny Hunt's back.
I think Broncos.
I think the Broncos are gonna play well because Queensland are gonna lose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I
You
get that.
get where I'm going with
I
that?
get,
Yeah,
yeah.
Smart.
Like, oh, we'll pick up the state from
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm
And then lose next week.
The Bronx 1 to 12.
Yeah, I'm going to go Broncos
Yeah,
13
1 to
plus.
12.
The Sharks just don't faze me at all, wallah. Like, at all. The Roosters and the Cowboys.
Allianz.
I'm going to go Roosters, and I'm going to go Roosters 13 plus.
I think this is going to be a fun game,
I
bro.
think it's going to be Roosters 13 plus.
I go Roosters 13 plus.
Because
as well.
their
I think-
Cowboys goal line defense, khara.
I think we're gonna see like 60, 70 points in this game.
Altogether.
Yeah.
altogether,
Like 40
yeah.
to 22, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
But it's not close, but it's close.
I
bro.
reckon
Yeah.
Roosters, 13 plus.
All right.
Marky Mark back on the wing this week, I reckon.
He's a good player, bro. Parramatta and Titans for the last game, boys.
Spoon Bowl, fucking.
Titans.
No Mitch Moses.
I'm gonna go.
And no Dylan Brown. He apparently knocked into Sutton during our game.
Ah, that's so
Oh,
sad.
can you fucking believe that?
I don't even want to
shit?
talk about it, wallah.
Fuck
Been
off,
going on
man.
forever, man.
Jared Sutton deserved it. Why didn't Jerome Luai get done then? He fucking pushed over the referee on purpose. I was dying of laughter. Yeah, I'm gonna go Titans, and I'm gonna go Titans 1 to 12.
Guys, I'm not even gonna watch this game. To be honest with you.
I'm actually gonna watch it because I like watching the Titans.
Okay.
Call me crazy.
Titans 13 plus.
Titans 13
I reckon Titans 1 to 12. T.
Titans.
Para
13
Titans.
plus.
Yeah, fair. That's it, bro. It's a wrap. We
Thank
did
you all
almost
for
2
watching.
hours.
Thank you all for watching, you fucking legends. And yeah, Dogs are still first for another week. And
We
guess
love
what? We're
that
gonna
shit.
come back. We're gonna be here recording next week.
Still on top.
Blues are gonna be the champions.
Are we gonna?
All right, gonna
are we
hold
doing
up
an
the
origin
shield
app?
land, and then the Dogs will still be first for the Origin special, and then after that, we'll talk about the podcast on Monday, and the Dogs will still be on the top.
All day.
It's like hard.
All day.
After Dogs, I love yous all.